Hi everybody! Welcome to Materia D&D, where my cat is going to be running the session today, because he's all
Meow.
about the camera. Yeah. Oh, there you go. He's like, nope, I'm done. I'm done with the camera.
Oh, we're
So we
live.
are on session 101. First session of 2022. There you go. Uh, and yeah, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the menagerie had traveled with the guide from Volpine, the blacksmith known as Morgan Crowborn, through uh, the Foxwoods up to, well, the Graykraul Mountains, where they ran in and met the people of the Graykraul Mountains, which is the Goliath, primarily Goliath born, that hail from this mountain range, and Morgan happens to be a member. Initially, they made contact with those in the Riverlands, known as the Vashlands. Later, the menagerie made their way up towards the bluffs, where they met the Holm people and many of the elders, where they were introduced to a slew of individuals, as well as some of the communal life of the tribes up here, where most notably they were kind of introduced to their ability to utilize the dangerous nature of basilisks, most notably for a stonification or a petrification type of salve that they use, um, mostly on their buildings and structures, which are all wood, bone, and hide for the most part. Different types of like tents and teepees and communal structures of that nature. However, they're then treated with this stone brew that makes the buildings, actually the materials, turn to stone and making them much more rigid and stable, or sturdy, I should say. And then they infuse colors of like deep, rich blues, greens, oranges, etc. And then on top of that, make them, very depicting, well, their beliefs, their cultures. So it is a very colorful expression of uh, the Graykraul tribes here on the bluffs in the Homelands. Here they met again, as mentioned, with some of the leaders, and then they were taken to meet an elder healer, uh, where he did confirm uh, the same diagnoses that Joel, the Goliath from the College of Fascinations over in Whitlaw, mentioned to the crew, which actually spurred them on this quest to find a basilisk and then later some hellhounds. Uh, well, that's where we're at. The menagerie were accompanied by two expert hunters of basilisks when they trekked through the mountain lands, encountering various creatures, billy goats, what is it, cougars, lynxes, uh, different type of mountain dwelling birds. But then they eventually got to a canyon like area where there were many fallen boulders, and upon closer inspection, some of those boulders were petrified creatures, people, and they together as a unit went through silently, came across a slumbering basilisk, quickly dispatched it, traveled deeper into the canyon, encountered a few others as they were searching for a specific type known as a cloud touch, which would be recognizable by their clouded overed eyes. Davis did encounter such a beast, managing to avoid its petrifying spittle, and then Dregnar just crushed its back on a rock, allowing the menagerie to quickly dispatch of everything else. Uh, Harvesting did take place. The eyes were gathered, some of the spines were gathered. Uh, the head entirely, I believe, if I remember right, actually was just cut off and taken to be ready to be used. Um, and we're picking up at the basically as uh, Velma or Verma and Govek have completed the process of taking the cloud touch basilisk apart to what they believe is necessary. And as you guys are all gathered there, multiple basilisks dispatched around you, looking around, still kind of on guard in case some more would have scuttled down. It's easy to imagine a few other basilisks still scuttling afterwards, which you guys quickly dispatch. Dregnar, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw at disadvantage because, well, you raged last fight.
Just one thing. Remember, we also have one basilisk that is alive but sleeping.
It's
Oh
the
yeah,
upside down one.
he's forever being hunted by your brother while he's in the
Yes.
Oh
dream.
god, I forgot
Right.
to give him a
Yeah,
nightmare.
Yes.
yeah, you gave him a nightmare. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a nightmare. So you need me to roll charisma with disadvantage?
yes, because I will tell you because you raged at disadvantage.
Got it. Okay.
And forgive me for if I don't mute in time sometimes. Coughs come up randomly.
And not too bad. I rolled 19 and a 15. So that gives me a 13 save.
Unfortunately, wow, the 19 would have actually made you save with your negatives. Unfortunately, as you kind of are in the process of calming down from the encounter, kind of focus, taking in the environment, the curse on your collarbone clavicle, it starts to flare up, and you feel that sickening, like cold pulsing sensation, and it starts to kind of travel through, and you kind of start coughing and spitting up a little bit. As you like kind of cover it and then retract your hand, it's almost like blackish tar, like John Constantine cancer, like looking substance kind of spittles out. Um, you have your proficiency bonus is 0 as the curse that's in.
Okay. And that's on everything?
Yeah, you just imagine when you're calculating stuff, you have a 0 for proficiency bonus.
Got it.
Okay, and you don't look very well, and it's like you're hacking up, so everyone obviously will notice as you're with the group.
So like this just happened as his rage subsided, I guess? Or
Yeah,
oh, okay.
like kind of, yeah. You see him like you've seen Dregnar go from stoic to boiling over teapot, and then he kind of brings himself down.
Right.
And in the process of bringing himself down, he starts to like cough, and he just starts to look very sallow again,
Okay,
almost
makes
like
sense.
previously. Yeah.
It's like after you've been sick and you feel good for the first time in a few days, so you do something that exerts you, and then you just feel like giant pile of crud.
Yeah. So Dregnar does not look good, and but yeah, let me go ahead and remove all the markers from everybody's tokens. Uh, I guess
Yeah.
Velma.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm right there as well. I would
Yeah.
come over and just, does it look like because it was at Tabards that this happened before, I think, right? During a meditation? Something very much like this?
It's similar. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I think I saw that, right? Actually,
I
don't remember. It's
recall.
been so
Yeah.
long.
I think. Uh, no, you still got your bardic. I believe we'll just say for the slate, like everyone's aware of what happened after Sesh tried to cleanse him
No, I
from the.
meant when he got sick from his meditation or whatever.
Oh yeah, you were there. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
you. It was you,
And
Al.
Al. I think
Yeah.
that's it. Because the other three were
Yeah.
off
Yep. Yep. Yep.
doing performance stuff.
Correctamundo. So very similar.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey, or actually, I'll wave. I guess whoever Rock or Sedge, whichever one I see first, they're both pretty close. I would just be like, hey,
Yeah.
guys, come on over. He's not looking so good.
I'm on my way over. Does anybody remember what I was concentrating on?
Bless.
It was blessed, but it would have faded. So you're
Okay,
good. I told
cool.
everything. Mhm.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so
gonna see that, and I'm gonna start heading over. I'm kind of in a hurry over there.
yeah, I got you. So yeah, you're basically seeing like Dregnar. He's still Dregnar, but he's like he looks. His lips are white. There's this like almost like black spittle coming out, and you can see as well covered as he is with his monk garb, uh, and his beard is in the way. There's still you can actually see some of that cold blackish blue creeping kind of up towards his neck and everything now from where the original curse was.
Maybe I could hold it back. whatever's happening to him.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Is there any way I can help?
You're not proficient.
Yeah,
In
makes
this
sense.
case, it'd be really hard.
Neither am I.
None of you are. You don't really know what's going on. I mean, I will say it's pretty obvious to say the curse is reacting in some way.
Does it look like what happened before or related? Because I'm pretty sure it is, right?
It's related to, however, the part that you saw it, if you recall, it was like you trying to remove it.
Yeah.
This is just it responding, and it's actually like spreading out a little bit more. Dregnar, I would just say like innately, James, you understand that it has something to do with you tapping into your fury that caused this.
Okay.
I'm gonna kneel down kind of near him and say, Dregnar, are you aware right now? Are you here with us?
Yes, Sedge. Let's just get this over with and get to the next place so I can get this shit out of me.
Well, are you hurting or do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Let's just go.
Okay.
I'm gonna insight check that because
Go for it.
yeah. I mean, not because I as
Yeah.
a player know he's lying, but doesn't feel right.
Dregnar, if you want to, just to see how well you're able to brush off.
Yeah, sure thing.
Because by all means, you're not really in any pain. Like it's not that. It's just it's hitting your system hard.
Disadvantage or normal?
Normal. Yeah. Well, again, no proficiency in anything that you're doing.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. I don't think I have proficiency in that anyway. So
No.
that would be deception.
Yeah.
So negative. That's an 8.
Oh yeah, I beat you big time.
Oh yeah.
You
You would realize that I'm not. I don't want it. I don't want you to worry about me. I just want to get this shit over with.
Okay. Okay.
But you could definitely tell by reading through him that something is wrong. And
Yeah.
again, mechanically speaking, he literally has a 0 proficiency bonus.
Right. Okay, bud. Yeah, let's
Well, whatever we do, we don't want you to be eaten by whatever's happening, okay?
That's why we need to go. The faster we get there, the faster we get this done. So are we going back to camp first to drop this stuff off, or are we going to go kill the hellhounds?
Say no more.
I don't know what's next. I look
Move
at
back.
I look at the Goliath. I don't know which way we're heading.
Guvak will say, it is taboo for us to go to the choke, but we will return you to the homeland, and we will send you on your way to the peaks. However, unfortunately,
Is it faster to leave from here to get to the choke than go to backtrack and then go?
it should. I suppose if you wish, we could take what was collected and drop you off to the furthest point we can travel. Again, unfortunately, we are not. It is taboo for us to cross into the choke.
That sounds good. My feet hurt. I don't want to walk that much. Let's go.
Do taboo things tripping on the side of the road almost every day.
Obvious lie.
Okay.
Yeah. They just look at you, and both of them understand. They'll take like their leather satchels and what they can, and make sure that they gather the basilisk head, as because it was just feathered at the shoulders, the various spines, and other things that we're able to gather that are of use for them as well. It's not just a soul hunt for you guys, but definitely what you need is gathered for Dregnar's hopeful remedy.
And then I look at him. What about that one? It's sleeping. Do you want to bring it back or not?
And they look. We have plenty. Will it wake up?
Eventually, yes.
We leave it. No need to kill for the. There's no need to kill it.
Makes sense.
And they will very well. They will help you guys gather your things out of the canyon. They will start navigating you back, and then rather than heading on a trail similar to which you would have taken. They start taking you in the direction. Let's see if I have. Snap you guys over here. So as you guys are down in the Graykrauls, it was told to y'all that at the peaks, there are those that speak with the clouds. However, there is one set of peaks that are off limits, and they're known as the choke. As you're walking, they'll explain to you that the air there is heavy and thick with heat and ash, that it is known as a choke because it is hard to breathe there, that hounds of fire and brimstone patrol, that their howls uh, rake your bones. You feel their teeth grinding into you as they howl. That it is for no one of Graykraul to venture. And, however, they do know that there are outsiders that have attempted to go there before. Um, but they will guide y'all up to past one of the peaks, and as you pass one of the little bluffs-like areas, you actually do see some of the settlements off to the distance, and you come to realize that there are like the main settlement portions, but then there are just little pocket settlements scattered throughout the mountains here. Some of which are 2, 3 families. That's it. Um, but you're able to continue walking and making your ascent upwards. You see the various uh what was I gonna say? You see like the various animals still in the area. However, if I could have whoever's proficient in nature, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Not
Ooh,
I.
hold on. Is Quilbert proficient in nature? I gotta look.
You told him to fuck off, I thought.
You told him to fuck off.
I didn't tell Quilbert to fuck off.
Well,
Well, you told him buddy, you better turn around, and I'll meet you at the camp. I remember
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, that's true. You're right. I forgot that. So Quilbert's heading back to camp. Got it.
I rolled a 3 for an 11.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. So Al, as everyone's kind of walking, and maybe some eyes are still on Dregnar, kind of concerned about his condition. You start to notice that the density of the animals that you were running into starts to, well, pretty quickly drop out. And as you're peering over, you do see that the one peak that y'all are approaching, uh, which is probably a good hour or so still away, there is almost there's this ominous red hue to it, this dark clouds around it. It looks like a little shard of hell is striking through the earth and making this peak itself. Um, the birds do not fly in that direction. Uh, where they're off to the distance, you see like the greenery start to stop. There, you really do not see even like the smallest little like mountain squirrels, or anything like that. Al, you know that this is because there is something unnatural about what you guys are about to walk into. And nature stays away from
Okay.
Uh,
I'll
I'm gonna.
We
vaguely drop
visit
that.
the worst places.
I'll vaguely drop that as baritone. It's like, well, this place seems a little unnatural. Some spooky stuff going on around here.
What's the deal with this nature?
Kramer, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Oh,
Hey, just know.
I'm gonna ask our guides if we're successful in finding and slaying any of the hellhounds. Are any of the parts useful for them, or do they like? Is that also taboo? Like
yeah.
we should
They'll
only
they'll
bring back the stuff we need and leave everything else.
they'll say, we are not to touch those beasts, for they are not of the mountain. They are an affliction, a curse, taboo. It is something to say that you need to harvest them. Uh, I know tales that their their fangs are searing hot, potentially days after they've been killed. So, uh, be careful. Did the elders tell you what you needed to gather?
Wasn't it skull? I think.
Yeah, skull.
Well, then I would.
Oh, fangs.
I
Wait,
would.
wait. Sorry. It was a fangs. It was totally fangs.
Well, the skull is
Okay, that's true.
the,
They're
the
attached.
you know.
Hellhound
Yeah,
fangs.
yeah.
You
I
don't
mean,
see it that prudent to remove sort of an affliction to some of your lands, your afflicted lands. You don't see it to.
we do not know what caused it. We do not venture to the choke for. I mean,
Hmm,
but a brief time there. The lungs burn. Difficult to breathe and think.
I see.
It is a hellscape,
I
I
see that
believe,
I see what you mean. It is forbidden to be here. I see.
for more reasons than one, perhaps. Um, but I I honestly, Govak will say I've never seen such a beast. I've only heard its terrible howl, and Virma will step forward and kind of. You never want to look at one. They are moving fire and hatred. They kill together. They swarm. They gather. They're similar to wolf, but wolves kill for food. They kill for pleasure out of hatred. Be careful. Be very careful. And they'll eventually, as you guys are walking, will basically get to a point where you will start seeing that there are like markers placed there. Various little wooden and bone like totems, carvings on some boulders and stones, just to start like warning people like head back, do not cross, entering the choke, taboo. Uh, and you'll see that as you guys have gotten within like the next 30 minutes of your journey, your two Goliath friends are very uneasy and they're looking around. And you can even at this distance start feeling like a dryness in the air, which is different than what was the rest of the mountain.
Tell them like you guys don't. I mean, this if this is the right direction, you guys don't have to follow us any further.
Oh.
Yes, please protect yourselves. We don't want any danger to come to you, of course. Now, it does feel a little strange in the air. You might have been right with that, Al.
Adam, just thinking, could I make a survival check to realize that maybe putting moist cloth bandanas over our face would help us with this?
Sure. I mean, you could even not make a check if that's what you think you want to do. But sure, if you want to see if you think it's going to be how effective it'll be,
Okay, sure.
go for it.
Eh,
Uh, mm,
it's
You
not
rolled an
effective at all. Dumbest
so-
idea ever. I rolled a one.
Makes it
one.
worse.
It makes it worse. Yeah.
It
just
does.
weighs you
It does.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The soot collects right there in your mouth and doesn't allow you to breathe.
Makes perfect sense. Um,
Just
Veerman, go
big
back.
deep breaths so you get used to it.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Just like a sauna, constant sauna.
Deep breaths.
Veerma and Govek will also just in part know that you. It is said that once you tread in their territory, they will know you are there.
It'll
As
make
much as
finding them
you think,
easier.
as much as you think you will be hunting them, they will likely be stalking and tracking you. So, um, good luck. You are brave and insane, but it seems you all agree your friend is worth it.
Absolutely.
So,
You'll be kind of shocked that we honestly get that a lot. At least the insane part.
it's like,
Oh, that I'm worth it. Thanks.
No, that we're insane about
I'm
it.
just messing. Yeah.
so, they
Could
will.
I will ask him? Is there anything particular that you know about these creatures? Because I've never run across a hellhound. I don't know what you know. I understand they're a dog made of fire. That's about it.
Since you asked, let me pull it up and let me see what they might roll. I gotta look at their stats real quick. All right. Let's see. Let's see if
And
they
then
can tell you.
I'll instinctively look at Al since he's a creature of fire as well.
Racist. All right, they both rolled pretty shitty. They will just say, we really do not know much more other than what we've told you. They hunt in groups and packs. Uh, if you are to find one, it is likely allowing you to find it so the others can get closer. And they are, as you said, creatures of heat and hatred.
Are they like nocturnal maybe? Could we catch them during the daytime or?
And there isn't much difference between night and day in the choke.
That makes sense.
Uh, oh, actually, we do not believe they actually really ever rest.
Oh boy.
I might be mistaken, but we do not hear tales of sleeping hellhounds. Fortunately, we do, like we said, we do not hunt them. We stay away. Thankfully, their territory never seems to encroach beyond this
Damn hellhound!
yeah, as you hear like the hellhounds barking.
Yeah, there they are.
So,
How
um,
ironic, as you said, that their territory never increases. Today it did.
They've invaded the Discord.
yeah, yeah. I will tell you, they did not roll well. They rolled a 4 and a 6, so they don't know much. But if anybody wants to try to ascertain some and study this, I mean, like guys, you can be creative and figure out things as you approach this. I wish I could explain. It's almost like Badlands, Blasted Lands, kind of on this peak. There's still not the entirety of it is surrounded by this dark, brim, ash-like cloud.
Oh
There's
yeah, I figured it was
still,
more like what Mars' surface looked like on the movie Total Recall, or the Martian
yeah, that's
actually.
like that's actually a fair point. Like coming up to it, it does look that, but then there is that one portion which is known itself as the choke,
Oh,
as
that's
a
okay.
that's where this like cloud-like section, where this cloud area is, and it goes from Mars-esque, where there are still trees that have basically like wilted away and lost all greenery, and there's dried grasses, and you see bones of various animals, to who knows what's beyond really the choke, because no one goes there. But that's you know that's probably where you're gonna find what you're looking for. So Govek and Verma, kind of readjusting the satchels with the various basilisk parts. The one large one that has the cloud touched skull or head in it, they pat it. Um, I, we wish you to endure. Or
Kyle, you okay there,
Kyle,
bud?
you alive, Kyle?
Did the dog come get
Yes.
you?
Yes, he
It's
knocked my headset off of my head.
that's what it sounds like.
The hell
He's
out.
like, he's like, bitch, pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Threw his
Um,
toy and he just vaulted back towards me and leapt into my chest.
I love it. All right.
Is his name Cujo?
That was Zeus, right, or something? Is that what it was?
No.
Loki.
Loki. That's what it was.
Different pantheon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah. Govek will say, "We wish you to endure, and well, we will be waiting for you back in Holm. Good luck, Menagerie.
Thank you for your guidance. Safe travels. We hope to see you soon.
Safe for travels for y'all." And they kind of post up. Virma slams her heavier axe into the ground and just kind of watches as you guys start walking away.
Now, does it look like it's out of concern, or like we're never gonna see them again?
You can insight check it if you want.
Sure.
These
How
idiots.
fatalistic are these guys? 13.
It's it's fear for people that are traveling into somewhere that she would never go.
Ah, okay.
It like this is like along the walk you understood. They explain the taboo. They are banned to go there. To go into
Ah, okay.
the choke is to become banished from the tribes, essentially.
Now some strangers want to go in there.
Then Carlos earlier was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pop over to this area. What you guys want anything while I'm there?" How's that?
So, but yeah, as you guys have grouped up and gathered, I really should find a good Mars background, Marscape. That's a good way to explain it. I didn't think about it. That'd be like good for y'all to walk across. Ah, hmm. Ooh. DMing real quick. Give me a second.
Well, while we're doing that, while we're
Yeah,
walking,
as you guys are venturing in. Yeah.
since we know they're fire based, does anybody got any protection against fire?
My cloak kind of is, but I don't have any magic that is.
Al's
I
gonna grab his
just,
cheek and yank it.
I just
Smart
hold up
ass.
my like water satchel, water skin, like.
So I'll look at Davis and like, guess we're getting burnt.
Yeah.
I mean, if those of you, let me look up what my little spreadsheet is. These are if somebody wants to, if you're proficient in religion, you're welcome to try to figure out some more about these creatures. See if there's anything you've heard of.
I'm gonna think along the lines of some of the other like folklore of like the little villages around the mountains. If there's any like matching ideas about these dogs.
Sure, go for it.
I
These ducks.
I rolled a 3 for an 11 total. That's 2 threes in a row.
Damn.
My
Hot
cloak's
start.
really pretty, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
Me and Al are thinking real hard. We got a 24 and 23.
Okay, 24 and 23. Okay. So yeah, CJ, you're just kind of focusing on your cloak. 24, 23. Hellhounds come up in various uh religious stories and areas that are afflicted by usually negative energies and such. Uh, they are known to be, like trained and very much like canines. They can be trained, they can be given orders, and they very much do sometimes follow a master. Um, they are creatures of fire, they are creatures of hatred, they are evil to their core. There is no reasoning with them. They are going to kill you if they start hunting you. Um, yes, fire protection is very, very, very good to have against them. You guys got a potion of fire protection from one guy. Al, innately, yes, your fire resistance should help. Sej and Al with those rolls, much 20 for Al for sure, and Sej is that there are spells. There's protection from energy. That works.
It's classic.
That's a classic. And it's better in Materia because you can upcast it. Yeah, fire. So mechanically speaking, being able to find fire resistance should help. Because both of you come to the conclusion that there's tales of hellhounds that just breathe fire, summon their howls, summon firestorms. Yeah, fire resistance would be very handy. If you guys could do that.
We do indeed benefit for, if I'm thinking correctly on what these might be, and I'm gonna look at Al, who's obviously like thinking with me. These kind of dogs in lore, they once they pick a target or they're given a target, they will never cease. Some say even after death, they still hunt you. So once we're the hunted, there's no backing out. Also, of course, it's all a fiery affair.
Absolutely savage. They certainly live up to the name. Did we have a potion in stock? Does anybody have anything for that? Fire?
Not me. Although I do recall getting something like
You
that.
guys definitely one of the things that Tabard gave you because he heard that you guys were going here was a potion of fire resistance.
Oh, I don't think I was there when he was handing those out, right? Was that when I was off doing my thing?
I think you got the first one and then maybe took off. 'Cause
I
there's
don't
like
remember
No,
what
because
was
I
four.
went to the
there.
eastern part. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean.
But
Okay.
but I'm telling you that one thing I know for a fact is because Tabard
Actually,
was
oh, I do have
there.
one in my bag. I guess I took it.
That must be what you grabbed.
Okay,
Then.
I'm sorry.
I have
There it is. Mine took
protection.
it.
I have protection for one person for an hour.
Is ours different?
Uh,
Because you can upcast,
read
I
it.
think.
You can make sure you have the Materia version on.
It's not the Materia version.
Yeah.
Time
So
for
yeah,
a buff.
make sure Materia is buffed because you can certain spell levels it lets you target another creature. Makes it just a little bit
Fixing
better.
that right now.
There we go. Oh no, wrong layer. I'm so bad at layering. Undo. There you go.
I'll also turn to Davis and say, you know, I've heard them say like 3 or 4 times that the fangs just stay searing for days and days, but with the skull, you might be onto something. What if the rest of the skull doesn't stay searing?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we'll
like
take
a
the whole
handy
thing, right?
container. Yeah, exactly.
It holds so many teeth. Right, it's just a box for teeth. I say we take the whole thing if we get the chance.
Sure. Sounds safe.
We'll
Sounds
find out soon enough.
I mean, as safe
Oh,
as any of this is, right? This is all stupid and insane, but we're gonna do it.
That's how we do it.
So are we after these dogs now?
Yeah, look at Dregnar, and I'll just point to him and be like, "We need to get this as soon as we can."
So I can't tell where the
Just a
sun
question.
is.
Just a question.
When Davis does that, I do my best to look healthier.
God damn it.
Give me a deception constitution check.
Okay.
It's with your constitution
Interesting.
Yeah,
because
but
you're
it's
you're a
still
heart.
-4.
Why is it negative
Yeah, why is
4?
it
No
negative?
no proficiency bonus.
Oh well, minus. Yeah, but it shouldn't start at -4.
Well, yeah. It's just,
So that'd be a total of a 6.
so what did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, it was 6. Yeah, he tries. He tries to like puff his feathers and starts coughing. Yeah,
I'm
and
fine.
you realize like he's coughed so
It's
much.
just smoke.
He's coughed so much
Oh.
that the sticky tar venom that he had, you can't even tell where it's sticky tar venom or black stuff coming out of his, and it's basically neutralized your sticky tar venom at this point.
Yeah, that was the last batch too. I have a
Yeah.
small sample to try to recreate, but I don't have
Yeah.
any more for applications.
Yeah, so no more applications. Okay. But yeah, as you guys progress into this kind of like blasted landscape, The temperature itself is not terrible, but the air is just unpleasant. When the wind does blow, which is not very consistent here, loose particles and sediment, everything gets kicked up and thrown in your faces. So can I have everybody make me a Constitution saving throw against the environment? Unfortunately, because it's not heat related, resistance to fire or cold do not apply in this aspect. Just breathing application. Says you're fine.
My baby
Davis.
lungs.
Davis, 1 level of exhaustion.
No.
Would just like to point out my first 2 rolls were on new Divine Sloth. And this roll is also on a different dice than Divine. It's an 8.
Okay. Rock, 1 level of exhaustion.
Why are we
15.
on? Sorry.
Wait, you said con? 15's not enough?
I thought you said you rolled an 8.
Yeah, plus my con save.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's proficient
Sorry.
and blah blah blah.
Gotcha. I thought you said total. There you go. That's fine.
15 total.
Gotcha. So yeah, Davis, 1 level of exhaustion. That's it so far.
I rolled a 3.
Ooh. Yeah. Alright. Here, I'll put tokens here so we can at least mark people's. Oh, no, we don't need them.
Yeah.
I guess I can. That's fine, I'll put them. Let me go grab the tokens from. What page do I have you guys on? I have you guys over here.
My silver wolf is getting died by the airport.
Oh, your wolf is here. That's right. Go ahead and roll me a con save for your dire wolf.
Sure.
Aff. We get the damn.
And you need a name for that thing at some point. That's all I'm saying.
I am so tempted to go Loon,
Interesting.
but I might go Willow instead.
Is there a story to Loon that I don't know about?
So
Or is it
what are
just-
the 2 moons are Luna and Luna, right?
Oh yeah, Luna and Loon. Yeah,
Have you seen that meme with the werewolf name?
No, but I'll
Of
have to
first
look it
name
up.
and last name can be Moon, so you can be Moon.
I get you.
Moon is also a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, and Overwatch.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
not so
Oh.
much anymore, but Overwatch.
Ah, that's where I go.
I'm huge.
Yeah,
Oh, why are you huge? Are you? Oh,
No,
you're
this-
still huge, right? Or no?
No. Whenever he was resizing the tokens, I
just
was like
trying to-
massive compared to everybody else.
It's doing that thing where it's being fidgety with the grabbing the corners and
Yeah.
there you go. Pebble is actually the right size right now. That's about the size of Pebble. Pebble. Boop.
Does Pebble need to make an con save? I hate to be that guy.
If she's out, then yes, please. Can I get a con save for Pebble?
Do I know that this would be rough on Pebble?
It's rough on you, so you can ascertain as you
So I
wish.
would ascertain that. Bye bye, Pebble, and I snap her away.
Okay. I'm just gonna put her in the black for now. Wait, and
She's
then
profitable.
Al.
Your wolf abandoned you. Oh, never mind.
No, just
Whew.
there you go. All right, Al. What's your wolf's con save? 6. 1 level of exhaustion. Oh, poor wolf. Right? It's 6 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like you brought me into existence just to experience Seth. Right?
Exactly.
Just staring at me.
And to make it
Like,
worse,
this is
you gave
bullshit.
me a taste of my home biome first.
Yeah. He's like, ooh, mountains. I like
this
this.
is great. I
Oh,
love
what
running
is
around
this?
and hunting stuff. And oh crap!
What is this shit?
this? Yeah. So, yeah. Welcome to the not even the choke yet. Welcome to some shit.
Tatooine.
Yeah. Welcome to not even the worst part of it yet. So, yeah. What are you guys doing? The dead the dead dead plants, the rocks, the gray, the red, the dust, it's before you. What do you wish to do?
Keep marching on.
Very well.
I will, since the dust is blowing, I'll take like a piece of the clothing and I'll put up over my nose and my mouth just to kind of block some of the dust.
How
Okay.
far in like timeline, if I could visibly see where that cloudiness is, where we're heading? How far is that? Like,
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
okay. Oh, not great.
You're not sure. You know that Govak and Verma said it's at least an hour's journey beyond the taboo line, but it could be more. So, not sure.
I'll do the same as Dregnar, by the way. With the, I don't know. I think I have. Actually,
Yeah.
I know I have a torn piece of cloth in my inventory. I just don't remember what it is.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going
I got-
to put. Go ahead. Go ahead. Please.
Yeah, I got my cloak pulled around me and like cut over just to protect from.
Very well.
Been through dust before, so.
Yeah. So yeah, the next hour, will be spent, unless if you guys say something, I guess, trying to navigate the shortest distance towards the cloudy, smoky peak. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, the elements were kind of just trudging along.
I'll bring up one short thing.
Mhm.
One, can I see the sun? And two, I'll ask everybody, how much sunlight do we have left?
Yes, you can certainly see the sun right now. Like the cloud is not you're not at the cloud yet, so it hasn't blocked out the sun. Um
Uh,
go ahead.
I have a quick question. So, like, what type of distance does it look like like before we hit the peak? Is it like an hour's walk, or is it like a day's walk?
Well, Sedge tried to ascertain that. He wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't miss that. I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I tried to
if you want,
ascertain that and it didn't come to me. I rolled poorly.
yeah.
Womp womp.
You could yeah. I mean, if you
No,
want
if
to
he
roll,
said
that'd
something,
be-
if he was like, "Yo, it's gonna
Yeah.
be something," no, I wouldn't have second guessed that
Yeah.
at all.
Gotcha.
I was trying to
Yes.
gauge an hour as well. We're thinking on the same wavelength.
Yep.
We're looking at our spell book right now. I feel it.
Oh, yeah. No, unfortunately, it's the distance kind of plays with you with the lack of diversity and color and everything.
Gotcha.
And there's really not so many landmarks to really judge distance easily. Um, it's hard to tell. I'm sorry. But if you guys do trudge forward and trek on, uh,
Well,
mhm.
20 minutes in, let me know if it gets that far of this hike
Yeah,
from now
that's
on.
fine. Yeah, 20 minutes would certainly tick over. So you're 20 minutes in, Sedge. What's up?
Hmm.
You have made some progress.
Who's in melee? Dregnar and man, there's 3. I only have 2 though.
But who are melee fighters? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Oh, Karos, Dregnar, and me.
Well, Al and T-Rex form. Oh wait, never mind.
Certainly not Al with his rapier either, because that thing can't hit anything.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh no, you
Dregnar
critical
but
at the mills that one time. Anyway, sorry.
The one time.
Yeah.
who feels most in need and protection for whatever comes to us soon?
Yeah, I feel like shit.
You do?
I mean, I'm okay to keep going, but yeah, no, it's oof. It's really taking a toll on me.
I have no protections against the flame. So if they're as hot as they seem, I would appreciate any efforts to mitigate that.
Dregnar, what do you think?
Take care of Carlos or Davis first. They're-
Are you serious?
I mean,
Man, you're like falling apart. Come on.
he's made of tough stuff.
Out of game, I'm doing hit point economy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, and you can regen a ton.
Yeah, I can I have the most, and I can regen a ton.
Frustratedly, I'm gonna look at both Karos and Davis and say, "Hey, come here, come here,
Pick a number.
both of you."
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
gonna do it now?
Like
I
as
was
we're
thinking
walking.
about it. That's why I gave it a little bit.
Okay.
What's a
That's why I
cast
just
time?
Do you think that's a bad idea?
no. I'm just so I know when to start tracking it myself. That's
Got
all.
you. Yeah.
That's why
Is
I'm asking.
this a spell?
Yes.
What's how long does it last?
I'm upcasting. It's an hour long. I'm upcasting protection from energy. Lasts an hour, and I gotta concentrate on it.
Understood.
So I just grab you both by your shoulders while we're kind of walking, and
Are
glow
we?
like sunlight.
Question before. So I would say whether or not to wait on this. Do we feel that we're actually in the crucible now, or we're still approaching the crucible?
I
I know
definitely
we
want to
don't
wait.
know what it
If
looks
that's the
like,
case,
but
I definitely want to wait because I was figuring the whole time that we were already in it. My
Okay,
bad.
so-
right. Like, is
yeah,
there
yeah.
a stark difference where everything here is wilting and then there's just nothing at a
Yes,
certain
let
point?
me try to, because this picture kind of shows you what you're in right now. There's another screen for you that's a little bit of a teaser where it's like, hi, you're here now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I was picturing like a Mount Doom type scenario in the middle
Yeah,
of.
that's it's similar to it. It becomes like you guys aren't that far yet, but I'll say like as you guys are walking, trying to keeping pace, keeping those of you having your covered, discussing what's going on, kind of determining when to use Sedge's boon of protection.
Yeah, we're walking
Um,
all the while, right?
yeah. Um, I'll say after about an hour's worth of like walking, you start to get where you start heading up the peak, and there you start to actually feel the temperature's been like has been increasing over time. You see off to the distance that there's the reddish rust browns uh, start to become more of that traditional brimstone like colored ground where there is nothing but stone, what looks like glowing patches of liquid and heat. And as you guys have been approaching it off to the distance, you hear it's like a wolf's howl, but it's grittier and it's almost like grinding stones mixed in with a chorus of wolves' howls some distance away. If
What time of day is it, Adam?
you guys set out, oh geez, I should have checked what time you guys set out. Um, I think you guys got there, da da da, did your thing. You guys didn't sleep. You guys went on. So it'll be you left in the morning, got there in the afternoon, did the thing. It's right, like I'd say it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So
So I will
1600.
pose to the group, since we're in a clearer area, maybe we camp here. I know the casters probably need to replenish some of their spells, and at least this way we can see them coming, across this flat landscape.
Our hosts definitely know we're here now.
We sure
And
about
then
that?
maybe, well, my thing is, if they attack us, they save us time.
You have the right of it.
Yeah, but we lose the initiative there. But
But they already know we're here. We heard them
fair.
howling.
Yeah, it's just like
And
I
to be
can't do
honest with you, I'd rather fight them on this terrain than their terrain.
I mean, they might just be howling because they howl. Might not be that they know we're here. Maybe they're hunting something.
Yeah, coyotes and stuff do that all the time.
I bet they're hunting something.
Yeah, they're hunting us.
Maybe.
Maybe, but we can't say for sure they know we're here.
The dunes that we just passed kind of reminded me of home. However, it was very lifeless. Instead of like my sins, I'm just dribbling on.
no
Just,
green whatsoever.
just an idea, guys. I don't know how the casters are looking.
I
We didn't really use much.
Yeah, I didn't use
I'm
any.
primed and ready to go.
I'm fine.
Okay, let's keep.
I mean, if we want to rest, I can build us a sandcastle. It kind of blends in.
I don't.
I actually
If
really love
anybody
that
needs to
visual.
rest, you need to rest.
I don't need to rest. Let's keep going. I just wanted to make sure that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rest might not
Davis
be.
is looking pretty winded, actually.
Well, if we can get inside and out of the elements, I'm sure I'd be fine. But
As you look forward, there's only more elements that you're going to be approaching.
Damn it.
And it's starting like you're getting to the realization that on the map, I guess, kind of the draw. I mean, it's not accurate. I wish I could have found a good picture for it, but like this is where the cloud is, right?
okay.
Like
And we're like down here somewhere or something. Like
yeah,
on
y'all are
and just
essentially
barely
right
ascending.
here. Yeah.
So if we're at the bottom of the mountain, I'm gonna look towards Davis, be like, "Hey, why don't you catch your breath for, I mean, a few, maybe we recollect before ascending at least.
I will say, yeah, let's everybody here. Let's take a 10-minute rest and
Yeah, take a knee.
just
Question:
recover.
Did we need a specific hellhound's tooth or just hellhound's teeth?
We need Ben's tooth.
How?
Then
Ben the Hellhound,
Ben the
Ben-
Hellhound.
the
Ben
infamous
the burn. Ben the burning.
the burning.
If you need to, you can give me a localized history check to try to remember what was said.
Oh,
Damn you, Adam, and your buffing of the intelligence stat. Using history
a
checks
good-
to remember things. No, it is a good stat. I just don't have any.
Yeah, I
Well-
missed the history local and all that stuff. Hellhounds are involved in this process. That's all
That's
you
true.
remember.
And
See,
you think they need fangs?
Adam, see, they keep saying teeth, but I thought they said the skull to house the thing.
Hey, the guy
No.
that's dying remembered the thing. Yeah, it's a cage
So-
to hold the curse.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought
Oh,
the
okay.
teeth. I thought the teeth were coming from, and the blood were coming from the basilisk, but the skull was there to
It
house.
was the eye of the basilisk.
Yeah, well, the skull was there to house, which was the missing component we had while we were on the road, and you guys tried to take care of that back, the jewels. Because I remember I said we had to put it in something to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same concept here where we have to take this out and put it inside the skull for it to be held so it doesn't run rampant.
Makes
This will
sense.
be the fiery prison for the
Yes.
curse. Exactly. The Dregnar will recall that the skull itself will act as the prison for the cursed object. So we'll go. Yes. So.
Yeah,
But yeah,
fine.
much
So,
more.
I'll
more
suggest
gritty.
that we. Well, I will say is we're not like. That's them.
Ah, shit.
It's them. They're coming to eat you.
What the hell was that?
I was gonna say,
The hell?
does it look like there's some where we can at least kind of maybe not necessarily like an alcove, but just something that we can get at least a little bit out of the elements and take 10 minutes so that I can do a respect.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Remember, we also have the bag that has the tent in it
I don't
If we
remember
need
what
it.
you're talking about.
with the brays and all that. There's a tent in there as well.
Oh,
Survival pouch.
I didn't realize
Yes. As you guys have been trekking here for an hour and you're going to be resting, Dreg. So wait, who put cloth over their mouth? I know it's Rock,
I did.
Davis, and Dregnar.
Yes.
You guys can give me Constitution saves at advantage. Everybody else, go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw against the elements.
Wait, you said give you one advantage?
Yeah, because you covered your
Okay.
face. Nice. So far, everyone's good so far.
Are you kidding me? And your new dice? Seriously?
With advantage even?
Seriously?
Yeah,
What
one.
the heck?
Double ones.
Wait.
Sorry, guys. The divine sloth is not divine. It's clearly an evil sloth. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Wow.
I stole your shit. I got 19 and a 20.
Nice. Al's fine. Okay, Rock, what was the total?
Well, with a 2, 9.
9. Unfortunately, that's not enough. One level of exhaustion for Rock. Okay. And now
Thank you.
Karos will look over to Rock and be like, "Is that even helping?"
yeah, he's wrapping his head up. He's like, still.
I don't like it here anymore. Can we just, do the thing and leave? It sucks here.
So wait, just for.
Now you can do your rest.
Yeah, okay, then I was gonna say, so this was before the respite. Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. Don't worry about it, Rock. We're gonna cure it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I just wanted to see if it's stacking anywhere.
yeah, good point.
Yeah, so cured.
So yeah, everybody gets one level of exhaustion. I'm gonna. I think I was the only one who got hurt, so I'm gonna spend a hit die to heal and then get it right back.
Okay.
If
Go
we
ahead.
haven't spent the the tent out of the survival pouch yet. I'd be one to put in a tiny hut. I used 0 spells in the last battle.
Well, it depends on what you guys are doing. I think Davis was
10 or
using. Well, Davis was using his 10-minute respite,
Yes.
so you guys can get a short rest, like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you get the effects of a short rest.
okay, so it was still 10 minutes. I thought I heard
Yep,
an
yep.
hour somewhere in there, but it must have been respite.
No.
Okay, cool,
So-
cool.
So we get a short rest.
Yeah, you guys get a short rest. Dregnar, you can roll me a charisma saving throw.
Before or after short rest?
After the short rest.
Okay. So charisma saving throw. Straight up or disadvantage?
Straight
or...
up. Oh, straight up. You hadn't raged recently.
That would be a 9.
You're still lacking proficiency and everything. Let me put a little curse mark on you just so I remember that.
Yeah, rub it in. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I do. It makes. I'm just gonna put a little snail on you so I remember. Snail. That's your new totem beast, the snail.
The snail.
All right, so everyone should be clear of exhaustion except for Loon, that has 1 level.
Wait, did she get 2 from the previous roll?
Yeah, because she failed twice. She
No,
failed before the rest.
He
She
said
failed-
22 on the second. There's
Oh.
21 and a 2,
Yeah,
and
that's
then he
typo.
corrected it.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, I thought she was on par with Davis. What happened?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Saw the 2, that's why. Okay, not bad. Then yeah, there's no exhaustion right now through the group, which is good.
Yay!
Which is good.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, I'm
So-
confused. So I was exhausted, but now we're all not exhausted? Oh, the respite. Yeah, yeah. Woohoo!
No. That's why I was doing it before, if that makes sense, in case someone rolled over twice. There we go. All right, so Davis giving y'all a little bit of a finds a little of a covered area for y'all to rest. Y'all have some time to kind of dust off, acclimate to the area before you, looking up as you see the peak that you need to traverse. You do start to see that the ground, like I mentioned, does go from the rusted reddish browns to more of a blackish hue, especially in the sections that are now going to be underneath this looming cloud. Beyond where this looming cloud is, it looks as if it's night from a distance. As you're looking up in the distance, you do see like little veins of yellows, reds, and oranges traveling some down distance down the peak. However, does not travel all the way down to where you guys are. And then, as was mentioned in the distance, from time to time you hear the howling, which I'm not gonna do because Loki will join in. But yeah, welcome to the footsteps of the choke.
This land is neither fit for men nor beasts.
Should we just try and draw them out? Like, if we think they're gonna hunt us anyway, should we just draw attention to ourselves?
I can be really, really loud.
I have 0 clue how smart they are. Just that they, like they
Huh?
said, attack in packs.
I mean, I guess.
Wait,
if
wait,
we-
actually, sorry, because he said he doesn't know how smart they are. Al says they're not stupid. They're smarter than average beasts. From Tales, like
Smarter than the average beast.
So they're Davis
So
level.
compared to
They're not
like
common. The things made of myth and folktale. They're not just common dogs. They have some wits about them.
so smarter than Davis or dumber
I
than
was gonna
Davis?
say, I think that's about where they probably are. Maybe a little bit smarter. Let's be real.
I'm not gonna give you a number, but they're smarter than what would be considered like bestial intelligence.
Right, which is usually out of game wise like 4.
Yeah.
Or even lower sometimes. Like
Yeah.
moths are a 1 or 2 or whatever it was.
I'm a pet the dire wolf and say, no, don't you worry. You're smarter than some dumbass hellhounds, aren't you, Lulu? Aren't you?
When Al says that, I'm gonna look at Al and go, "Can you summon a hellhound like that thing?"
Al just looks off into the distance, like very perplexed. Out of character, do I have to have seen it, or can I just kind of?
Okay, so they, yeah, you'd have to know a little bit about it. The spell gives you an idea of what you can summon. You
Not
could
even with that amazing roll he had earlier.
No, I'm saying he could figure out how to summon one. The issue is, like, remember, it's not what you summon is not a hellhound. Your spirit takes the form of your understanding of what a hellhound is, right?
Well,
But
no,
you're not summoning a direwolf.
I was thinking of like a diversionary tactic or luring or something like that, or
If you want.
even maybe summoning something that is made of ice or water that can counteract them. I don't know.
mean,
I don't know the
yeah,
spell, so
that's what I was gonna say. Like, the spell gives you more along the line of writing creatures than I'm not saying that. Okay, sorry, Greater Steed. Like they give you examples of like what is it? It's like a hippo. It's a griffin. It's a
Pegasus,
pegasus, a rhino, a saber-tooth cat, tiger,
Barrington.
a
direwolf,
parrotin.
and a
Like
parrot.
but
really,
I thought
it's
it said
not.
something in there that it had the stats or abilities of the creature as well. I didn't know. I
It,
can't
it, it
remember.
yeah, it does. It takes them. Its intelligence becomes a 6 if it's naturally lower. And there's like the whole mental like link that you have with it. It's designed to still be competitive, and the issue is like it's not meant to. Very much the creatures that you summon do not have like resistances or immunities
Okay.
or something like that. Like you're not able to summon an ice elemental or
No.
something like that.
Well, this is just Drake talking out
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he doesn't understand the spell. So
No, I understand. I'm just trying to make sure Al is aware. Like it's like I wish that they would go back and they would kind of do what they did with the summoning spells. They do it with the steeds. They just give you a stat block and then you could take like a template,
Right.
right?
That'd be
Make it
better.
make sense.
Yeah.
summon
Because
ice dragon.
sure. But like for essentially for Al's sake right now because he's also new with the spell, like I'm 100% for like learning, flavoring, adapting it and everything in the future. But he's this is his first time summoning it. It's as close to the base spell as he can get right now because he hasn't explored with it. He hasn't dabbled with it. He hasn't tried to make it different. Um, in the we did, and then we'll get back to the story when we did the Christmas 2-shot was 2 years ago. Yeah, I let him summon whatever the fuck he wanted to because he was a level 20, bard. So he had like a flying manta ray creature, if I remember right.
Wait, that was the
Uh,
Hollyphant.
that's what you guys were saving.
Oh,
That was
that's right.
that was charity. That's who you were saving. The
That's
Holly
right.
Christmas
Got some
charity.
fancy stuff and almost fell 400 feet. It's a good time.
Yeah. So like but right now, Al as if Al wishes to, he can start working on the spell, dabbling with it, try to understand it, and maybe warp it. Because yeah, by all means, it's badass to have an awesome steed. Right now he's got Lundun, which is still pretty badass.
Al still kind of looks off in a distance, very confused, like, I've never considered? Oh. And he's just like pondering. He's really deep in thought now.
Mm.
Like, I thought it had to be like a
It's a real brain
quadruped
blister.
with a saddle. How does what?
I
What
will
are the
say,
limits?
Al, just I think because I don't want to lie to you, yeah. For the most part, the examples that are given, the stat block of the creature that you take is a monstrosity or a beast. A hellhound is neither of those. So it's
Okay.
already outside of that venture of that grasp of the spell. So at least you can kind of, as you're kind of mulling over the spell, you kind of come to the realization that what you're fighting is not necessarily a beast or a monstrosity, which is like a creature that has been exposed and warped by either magic or environment over time.
Mm,
These things are dangerous. These things are extraplanar in a sense,
right.
magic in origin. So they are like living, breathing hounds of hatred and fire.
Okay. I'd I'll let Dregnar know a little bit about that.
Yep.
I feel like I think the hellhounds are just maybe a bit more than what I can do right now. I might be able to do something that looks like one if I tried hard enough with some practice, some study, but I don't know if I could actually make something that different. But I like it. I like it as a goal. I'm gonna keep that shit in mind. I'm gonna practice it. I'm gonna figure it out.
Cool.
Awesome.
That little loon again. You want to be on fire in a good way, and it's you're the fire. It's sorry. Never mind.
Yeah.
What we do?
All right.
Rock's head perks up, sets stuff on fire. What?
Fire. I like fire. Fire's good. So I guess DM's discretion. You guys butt in while I start telling a story. After the rest, we're kind of recuperated, rejuvenated. Dregnar's still looking, for those of you who are aware, still not looking great. However, you are able to start your venture up the side of the peak. And after about 10 minutes, you start to hear off to the distances, various howling. But as
How?
you look around, you don't really see anything that's moving or coming into the line of sight. However, basically within those 10 minutes, the temperature has probably increased from 60s, 70s degrees Fahrenheit to something like 90 degrees. It's probably jumped about 20 degrees in about 10 minutes of travel. Still not terrible, but for those of you who are in armor and all that, not necessarily very comfortable. Al, you're fine. Rock, you're fine. At least to the temperature wise. Per-
We could always, I mean, I don't know how easy it would be to set a trap for mythical creatures, but could also try to set a trap. I do have a trick up my sleeve if that's what we choose, though.
Hellhounds are like wolves, right?
they
And hotter.
they're essentially fire. Like think of them as like hell wolves.
They're
Basic
the
description.
veritable
Oh,
dogs of hell.
Yes.
this is legitimately rockastic.
Oh yeah.
Well, so wolves can smell blood, right? Like a hound, like a bloodhound or a wolf, or they should be able to smell blood a long way.
Yeah, you
Hey,
have the right of it, I believe.
hey, Dregnar. Dregnar,
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you do something I'm sure you've always wanted to do.
What's that?
I'll hand Dregnar my Degnar to Degnar.
I'll hand Dregnar my Degnar.
Yeah,
Hold on. I don't
Oh,
want to touch
shit.
his Degnar.
We don't need to hurt ourselves now. Just
No, hold on. Stab me, and then I'll run out a little ways away, and I'll be like, I'm dying, help me, I'm bleeding, where's everyone? And, we'll see if they come.
Here's another idea. I don't like this idea, but I have I can't really tear this off of my pants right now, but we can set up a pit and disguise it.
For what?
And maybe you could protect yourself there.
Oh, is it like
Unscented
we'd
and all.
make a pit trap for them? Is that what you're trying to do?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, we gotta make sure it's big enough. It's gonna take a while to dig
Yeah,
something
but
that big.
we need something to
Well,
lure them to the pit, though. And
digging is not the problem at all. We don't need time at all.
Oh,
Where do you want it? Just point.
you have that on your pants?
Not even just one.
Wait, it's a hole, but it's in your pants. But it's not a hole. It's what?
Yeah,
Exactly.
No, what?
I'd love to see
Okay.
this.
Exactly.
I'll just point to the nearest piece, like anything at all, just ground. Period. I'll be like, just right there, man.
Is there like a nice spot in between trees with good like marking like ahead of us somewhere?
Sure.
DM?
Why not? Yeah, why not? Of course.
Right in the middle of like where we're walking, I'm gonna turn around and rip off one patch from my pants and like kind of fling it out like I'm throwing
I'm
a
gonna,
frisbee.
as he's doing this real quick, I'm gonna say to Al, I'll be like, I bet you silver just doesn't work. There's just no way. You think he's got it?
I don't know how. I think he's got it. I'm in.
Okay.
Shake hands.
I'm side whispering to Dregnar. You can still stab me if you want. I'm willing to debate.
This is Brock's new kink.
Okay. So you guys are about 15, 20
That
minutes up the side of the mountain, and there's a pouch of some trees that have managed to not survive, but they managed to stand in the husks of these trees. And you just see, is it Pitfall Patch? Is that what you're pulling on? What's it called?
It says pit.
Pit. Okay, cool.
So
It's
I
a
whether
love
that
cherry
means
pit.
an actual pit or a cherry pit, we're about
no,
to
no, no,
find
no.
out.
It's meant to be a pit, like an
It's gonna
actual.
be good.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So on your character sheet, mark off one of the patches and then delete
Yeah.
one of the lines that says pit.
Yeah.
And yeah, you throw out a pit, and you see, yeah, this patch. He rips it off, and it's just this. It's again, all the patches are innately designed. They're beautifully stitched, if not haphazardly placed, and essentially a it's got like a black spiraling design on it, and he just throws it out, and you see it kind of get caught in one gust of wind and kind of float over to where Sej wished it to go, and it lands, and then you just see from the center just the ground start to be like falling in, consuming in upon itself as a pit forms. 20 by 20, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
pretty
fair.
big. Yeah, 20 by 20 by 20. A pit just, and one of the trees just starts to lean in a little bit as it's ripped into its roots.
I
Yo,
turn
Al.
around and say, huh? Huh?
What did I just watch? What?
I don't know, but I hear you here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it'd work.
Yeah,
That's
so
homegrown
as
magic right there.
Is it?
And I take my pipe out and it's not loaded. I just have it in my mouth. I'm just all confident now.
yeah, gotcha. Move y'all just somewhere. All right, I just gotta remember there's a pit. I don't want to things to say. All right. Yeah. So as you hear the pit kind of taking place and some of the ground, you hear the ground like falling into nothingness. So there is a sound kind of, and the pit forms. Uh, can I have all of you, except for Dregnar, because Dregnar's not proficient in anything right now. Can I get a perception check from everybody else that's proficient? Please. And I need to look up if a dire wolf is
Think
proficient.
so?
They are, yeah, they are. +3.
Heh.
And it is keen hearing. Al, you actually get to do an advantage for your wolf.
The wolf rolls advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good rolls are with me tonight. I feel it.
Far, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Until combat starts.
Yeah, exactly.
One.
Get it all out now.
One.
I'm about to roll some
Yeah.
death
Okay,
saves
so
after this.
that's good. Okay, that's
When
plenty of good rolls.
combat happens, I'm going downhill.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
with the sound of like that the pit has made in its formation, you hear off to the distance, you hear some howling, some yelping, and you hear even the sounds of like claw on stone as there is something moving towards this direction. You don't see anything yet, but you hear some creatures starting to make their way towards the sounds that you guys have made. Yeah.
I will start. I want to take my top portion off just because I don't want it to get burnt up. I'm going to put it in my backpack.
Top portion.
Yeah, like, I'm going to take off
Oh,
the top. So I'll just have the pants and the boots on. Just take the
gotcha.
top portion off
Gotcha.
and kind of put it in because I don't want it to get damaged because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get burnt here in a little bit.
Understood.
So I did just hear some disturbance up in the hills after that. Do we cover this really fast or do we just Leave it as it is. I'm gonna go run to like the brush and try to like get like a cover over it, like some like leaves or down leaves.
That's there's hardly any.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing.
You're
It's
right.
an open pit.
I'm
That
not
tree,
looking
go!
at this. I'm not looking at the graphic on the screen at all.
Yeah.
Desert
Well, at least
landscape.
I can
Found
try
the
and
only two
throw them in
trees.
the pit if they come to us.
So,
Well,
I
as you're
mean,
kind of
one of
scrambling,
you.
looking around, there's not much to cover.
Al's gonna cast a minor illusion, and it covers maybe a quarter of the pit. Is it 20 radius or 20 diameter?
20 by 20 by 20. So it covers like a piece of it. Like you see a little bit of it like form, but it's obviously still like whole.
I was gonna
I
go,
will, I will
behold!
do I will do the same. I will do the same thing to cover. So now we're covering about half of it because it's a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
So the
Rock, show me what you got.
but it only lasts for a minute.
Just keep casting.
It's at will. It's at will, so I can keep casting it.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
This is
As
the
you're
whole song.
as you're trying to blend your magic and the shadows to kind of cover up this hole, you hear howling and communication howling off in the distance,
Ooh,
various
42.
formations, and
Here they come.
uh, as you're like looking out, Karos isn't doing it, Davis isn't doing it. As you're looking out, you start to see little like dark figures off to the distance, um, on fours, traveling, not directly towards you, but kind of like swooping around, and they stand out because every once in a while you see like this burning, like bright pulse of like red yellow energy somewhere, and that kind of illuminates them for a moment, and then they vanish back, and you see that there is almost like this rolling uh, dust, like dark thick dust kind of coming with them.
Carlos, Davis, get near me real quick.
Sure. Instinctively, I'll follow.
And as you kind of start approaching, you start to see, and Karos and Davis, yeah, because the other ones are focusing on their spells. Go ahead and give me another perception check.
I'm sure.
But this is before Sedge. You guys get to Sedge.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Sweet. I gotta start putting tokens. 21. And then Karos, whenever you can, for me, buddy.
Sorry, say that again.
Just a perception check. This is visual. As you're starting to
Perception.
see entities start to, like, crop up in the distance.
All right. 26.
I know.
Yeah, okay. So as you hear Sedge call out, and this is before Sedge does anything. Give me 1 second. Token later. Okay. So one of these will represent a pack of like 10.
Whoa.
Oh damn.
So you start to see. Eh, eh, eh.
And they're like big. Or I guess it's hard for us to tell at this
No,
distance.
it's hard to tell from this distance, but you two see them as you see it, and they're starting to like you see like them start to branch down and kind of travel on a distance, and you see probably about 30 or so.
And they all look like they're clocking us.
At least they heard the sound, and they
Gotcha.
are.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll relay that information. I'll be like, we got 2 on this flank. We've got 1 over here.
But yeah, each of these right now, kind of from distance, probably represents about 10 from what you see.
Sorry, I meant
Should-
2 packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we circle around the pit to have the pit at our back in case they leap at us? We can get out of the way.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds dangerous, but I'm in.
Closer to the pit, less far I have to throw them.
Exactly.
Plus, help disguise the pit with they'll be focusing on us and maybe not
Yeah.
the pit.
So as you kind of getting yourselves kind of positioned around the pit, kind of seeing, you see more just kind of creeping, and the reason you see them is from time to time and you can kind of picture it as you're imagining it a wolf running, them breathing. When they breathe in, you see that glow, and their chests kind of illuminate, and then it goes away when they breathe out, and then you see like this pulsating like effect of 30 plus hounds in the distance as their chests illuminate and go dark again, and illuminate and go dark again. And some of them you see some of them kind of stop and gather, and then they kind of look up, and now you kind of clocked them and seen them, they tilt their heads back and howl, and there is a kind of like a pressure to the howl, even though they're a few hundred, if not more feet away. Just the number of them howling starts to bite at you, at your core, at your center. And I need all of you to roll me wisdom saving throws, please.
Does this impose a condition?
Yes, it does.
So scars applies.
Yes, veteran scars apply.
Thank you.
15.
Solid.
1
All right.
5.
All right, 15 you said? Okay, got it. What is there? Okay. All right. Dregnar. And then I need one for Loon as well, Al, whenever you roll. Okay, perfect. Loon. All right, Karos, Loon, and Dregnar. As these creatures start, not swarming, but you see them positioning. The thought of, if we see this many, how many are actually out there? What is this? This unsettling fear just kind of clenches into you, and the idea of, I need to run as fast and as far away as I can, sets in, and the thing that you see is the glowing specks on top of the mountain, and all that you can think of is, I need to run so that there's a small amount of ground between me and them, and the three of you just start booking it up the side of the mountain.
So just as I get that feeling starts sweeping up, I get the shiver in the spine.
Okay.
I'm going to guard my mind.
Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah.
Provided that this is a fear effect.
It is a fear
It
effect.
sounds
Yeah,
like a fear effect.
Yeah, it is. It's a type of fear.
I bolster my mind with my psionic powers. In addition to the psychic resistance that I have naturally now. Well, I guess I'll let you decide on when this happens, because officially, for combat purposes, is if you start your turn charmed or frightened, you can expend a psionic energy die.
Got it. I get what you're saying. So
and
this
the
is
effect.
this is what happened. You will initially start booking it. Like it sets in. It's before you realize what's happening. And you, Dregnar, and Loon will start just running it. And the four of you that are still down in the pit, you see them, and your friends just panic. You see them look at you. Their eyes just get wide, deer in headlights. They look, and it's extremely odd with Dregnar, but they just freak, and you see them look at the top of the mountain and just start running as fast as they can.
Like, where are you going? Oh shit! Dregnar's running as fast as he can. I can't.
Do not hear. Yeah, you guys do not hear the.
I book after him too. Dregnar, come back! What the heck?
Bring them back quick.
Yeah, and then so Dregnar, you got to keep his speed up, because the way that this works is they run. It's basically like a turn effect. They run as fast as they possibly can in the direction that they see. So it's dash action, it's bonus action dashing. They are booking it.
Is it possible, as soon as they start, for like Misty Step to get within Dregnar range and try to tackle him?
No, because he is that fast. But
you're looking at 150 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's that fast. Like, even if you wanted to, like, you know what I mean? It's like you see it. Like, by the time you comprehend what's going on and you see them running, Dregnar's already out of range. Like, you could even run after.
Oh, you're doing Step of the Wind. I was wondering how you were dashing. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he has to. You have to use
anything that can give you movement
at your disposable gets you
makes
movement.
Sense.
So they are.
So he's
like
burning key points. He's burning key points.
Is he already 150 feet away, or is he like getting to that?
Yeah, by the time it comes back, so think about it as like, by the time it comes back to you, rock and you've like shooken off the effect, he's already that
Okay.
one
His
turn of
yeah,
distance.
yeah. Okay.
They're so yeah,
Hmm.
like you can see Dregnar 150. Karos is 30, 30, 50, 70 feet. But Loon is 100 feet. You know, they've already, and they're going. And then Karos, you hear your friends calling out and kind of shake it off, and you kind of see it. You're able to stop the effect because it is a fear effect. But Dregnar and Loon, nothing has attacked them. Nothing has hit them. They are just booking. They keep going. So they're gonna go. They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going. If you are calling out, and they're just keep running in this panic fear. What are you guys doing?
If only there was a way for me to get in range of him, at least 60 feet.
Al, you've done that door thingy, I think, right? Can't you get in front of him?
I have an idea, and I'm just gonna try it. I can take a rock that's 60 feet away and catapult it at Dregnar, which goes 90 feet, which is 150 feet.
So that's gonna be your first. Okay, so this is like instantly when you see him do that. So this will be the
No,
first
just
turn before he runs.
catapult a rock at Dregnar.
That trajectory.
Okay.
It goes in a straight line 90 feet, and I can target something.
I understand. So he needs to make a saving throw.
How does it work?
I think it's an
I've
attack
done this.
roll, isn't it?
I think catapult's a save against.
He has to make a
dex
dex saving throw.
Oh, yeah. It is.
All right, Dregnar, dex save at advantage because you have danger sense.
Stupid Dregnar and his fast dwarven tiny legs.
Any quick ideas, Al?
If you're confident, we can use the door. I'll grab his wrist and kind of like nod at him, like, "Are you sure?"
Haha! I hit.
I'm not sure, but we could try anything.
When I see the rock, I get a little distracted, or whatever's catapulted.
Oh God. I'm
Now,
sorry, Dregnar.
Adam,
That
I have a question. Okay.
Is it a missile? Is that the question?
Is it a missile?
It is.
I
He's
probably.
launching a rock at you. I think he's okay if I say he's launching a rock. So yeah, it's a
Yeah,
missile.
no, that's
Yeah,
true.
seems to me like it is.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. He's
So it would hit, and it would do.
He's dead.
600 damage.
It's like 3d8 damage. It's not that much.
Yeah, I rolled. Did you guys not hear me? I did 11. 11 damage.
Okay,
Okay.
Dregnar. A rock comes flying out of like you just kind of sense it, and you like look and you bat your hand.
Yeah, I'll just knock it. I got to roll. It's a D10 plus 9, so 2 or better.
Okay.
I got a 5 on the die, so that's 14.
Yeah. Do you want to catch it or you just want to collect it?
Well,
You're in
would it
panic
work?
mode. So
Yeah,
keep it in mind.
but yeah, I'm in panic mode. So would I try to maintain just getting away, or am I going
Yes.
to engage?
No. Until you take. Okay, without telling you too much, again, until you get hurt, you are going to run your ever-living shit up the mountain.
Okay,
Get
gotcha. So I wouldn't send it back to him, but I'll knock it out. I'll just deflect it.
Yeah. So you see that rock, you instinctively get it. You see the stone, you launch it to him, and you're like, "Yeah, it's gonna hit." He just, with his bare hands, bats it out of the air and just continues on his obnoxious pace, kicking up dust and that.
Oh, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, Rock, Al, Sej, Dregnar, Rock, Sej, Al, Davis. Y'all are all at the bottom still as your friends are running. You see Karos kind of listen and snap too. Look back at you, Karos, as you're looking. There seems to be like no real change in what the wolves are doing around or the hellhounds, but your two friends are just continuously booking past, way past you now at this point because it's already been a couple turns.
Okay.
Um,
How far
I'll-
far away?
So
jeez.
Dregnar is going roughly
It's
3.
It's 150 a turn, so
150 a turn, and Loon is going 100 a turn. So he's 300. You went 70. So okay, you went 70. He's gone 300. So he's about 110 feet. Loon is about 30 feet. No, and then she would have gone again. So 30 feet, 130 feet. Wait, so Dregnar is. Sorry, I'm tired with math. 150, 300, 300 minus 70, 250, 230, 200. There you go. Math.
Okay.
And I'm burning my key points so far. I've gotten 2 burned for this. I don't
You
just let you
don't.
know.
Okay, in this case. Oh yeah, you would be burning key points. Yeah.
So he's 230 away. Still holding Sedge's forearm. I'm gonna go. This is too damn early for this expensive shit, and I'm gonna go way ahead of Dregnar, maybe 100, 150 feet ahead of him, up the mountain.
Okay. Who's coming
At
with
least,
you?
just Sedge.
Okay. So you mark off the spell slot. You. Dregnar, you're still running. Loon is still chasing you. Karos, you snap back to it. What are you doing?
So when I'm gonna, just before he does anything, once we door over there, I'm gonna prepare I'm gonna prepare a spell for when I see Dregnar within 20 feet of us.
Perfect. All right, so you're holding something, getting ready.
Yep.
All right, Davis. Sorry, Karos, and then Davis and Rock. What are you guys doing?
I'll kind of look back and be like, oh, having kind of felt that thing, I'd assume I know now that they're gonna keep running. Who else is back? I know Sedge and Al teleported, so it's
Yeah,
Rock, me,
Davis.
and Davis. I'm gonna look. So how far away are the hellhounds still?
A few, multiple hundreds of feet. It's kind of hard to tell. 300 plus. The reason you see them is just because every once in a while you see like the glowing embers in their chest as they're patrolling. But you still
Sure.
remember, that sense of fear is like, if I'm seeing this many, how many are actually out there?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of like shout out to everybody that's still there and be like, let's follow them, but keep eyes up ahead. We don't know. Or like let's go after them. We're not gonna catch them, but we don't want to be caught by the hellhounds with.
Yeah.
We don't want to stay here.
And we want to be as close to everybody as we can. We don't want to be split apart. So yeah.
Out of character, because we can't. I'm not in the conversation. I totally would want to. I think we're way better once we're like all defensible around that thing. So that's the goal for me, at least. I want to get
Yep.
back there too.
Understood. They did their, discordant howl. What it does. So yeah, as you guys, Sage, that little wave of nausea, kind of, you're not familiar with Al's ability to kind of rip through reality and step through. And as you land, you kind of hear this ring as you arrive.
Oh,
Fourth
You
level
see
merchandise.
Yeah, you see Dregnar and Loon just charging as quickly as they can towards y'all. Dregnar, you see your friends, but you see like, sweet, they're ahead of me. Let's keep going. Let's keep running. Let's keep going. Just panic running. Karos, you're collecting your thoughts, moving. The three of you that did not move, so Karos, Rock, and Davis, you're seeing that off the side, the little packs, they're just kind of moving and almost, they're not closing the gap on y'all. They're just kind of keeping like a perimeter off to the side, and you hear them kind of howling.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Al,
they're corralling us in. This is by design. There's
Yeah.
got to be some other
Al,
groups we're about to run into.
Al, as you land and you kind of get your footing, you you kind of step back and you bump into something, and as you look back, there's you see almost like a piece of fabric that's rather colorful. It's got its reds, its blues, its greens, almost kind of like a poncho looking like piece of fabric over a large frame that's kind of hunched over and bulbous. But as you kind of hit it, it's kind of hollow feeling, and you look, and it's the corpse of a large horned beast appear. And there's some satchels and some strappings to it, but it has been um, long dead, as it's mostly just bone and a few bits of like jerkied hide kind of blowing in the ever present kind of gust that is here now. Uh, if you want to do a real quick nature check, you can, as you kind of step and bump into it, just to see if you know what this is.
Ooh,
And as Sej is kind of preparing himself to intercept Dregnar,
I have a dirty 20.
dirty 20. It's a riding yak. It's a yak that's like a beast of burden or something. It has like straps of packs, and you see like there's stuff in the packs, but this thing has been dead for a while. Yeah, it's just dead, just keeled over, dead. It looks like it's been gnawed on, and you see like with the dirty 20, like yeah, like some burn marks on it and everything. Long dead.
For whatever I can do in 1 second, running backwards, I want to try and take a mental note of where it is. Are there any landmarks, trees, anything?
Just some stonework. There's really not much of the Mars landmarks. You look down, and then you kind of look where your friends are, and you see that there's some long set, like like a trail almost. Like it's like people had to travel through here at one point, but that's about it.
Okay. Then between catching his breath, the owl's going yak 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 yak, trying to cement that memory.
Got it. Okay. Um. Yeah. All right. So you bump into it. Says you're preparing it. Rock and Davis and Carl, so y'all running after the group. All right. So
Yep.
y'all start.
Yep.
So it's 60, 60, 70. So y'all are not, catching, but yeah,
We're
yeah,
just trying to minimize the.
exactly. Um, but as you guys are doing that, Dregnar, you're, that 150. You're about 50 feet now away from Al and Sej, and you see your two friends above you, and they're not moving. They're not running. What the fuck? They're not running. Why are they not running? Run up the mountain. Let's go.
Can I
Do
free
I
action yell at him?
Hmm.
Just gonna
You
try
can
to
always
convince
yell,
them, be
but
like,
Dregnar
safety
first.
this way, come on, come on. I'm just
Okay.
gonna keep
do I,
motioning.
do I realize that I'm afraid? Not not magical, just afraid.
Yeah, because the idea of the idea of you saw what you saw, and then the fact that you know that they really only let you see them when they want you to see them. So how many are actually out there is what drove
Hmm.
the panic. So
Okay, so
yes.
I'm gonna try something, just craziness. I'm gonna keep running,
Okay.
but I am going to pull out the taming brew and take a swig to see if it'll shock me out of this.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember you had that. Okay.
I have one left. I have
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
left.
I gotta
To
read what it.
Sej, I'm like, what's he doing? What's he doing? What is that?
I read it. It doesn't necessarily say anything about it, but I was
Yeah,
just thinking that the change may, you know,
I get you. I get it. Like over the course of the change. Um, I will figure out how that works. But yeah, so go ahead. You see Al and says you see him as he's running ridiculously fast, grab something out of his pouch. He kind of has to slow down to do this. Uncork. And Al, the thing you recognize is that the stopper is like a tooth, like a fang, and you've seen him drink one of these before, and it's this unnatural blue color, and you just see him down it, and I'm just gonna say you just smash the bottle and keep running.
oh yeah.
Um, yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen, but then Dregnar just keeps running. No shock to your system yet, because that's not what it does. But sure, you go ahead and mark it off. So you have for an hour. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say like as he's running closer to you, you just hear him kind of like, and just kind of intimidate y'all as he started to run towards you.
I catch fear and run from Dregnar.
Yes. Yeah, and you just hear some of the in the distance. But yeah, continuing to run. Al, Sej. Okay, Sej, you said you were preparing something. So what are you preparing? You there, Donnie?
He's
You're
muted.
muted.
I think he mentioned
My
something about
bad. I
20 feet.
forgot I hit the mute button.
You're good.
I was preparing calm emotions. I under my like pants, like I'm like in the brush or whatever.
Okay.
Like while they're coming, I'm like lighting some incense. Oddly enough,
Gotcha.
and if they're in range about 20 feet, it's a 20-foot by 20-foot cloud.
Okay.
I guess. I think
Yeah,
they have
I
to
like it.
make some saves.
That's if they.
Maybe.
Uh,
Let me control post it so you can just read it.
yeah. I mean, like I know that it says that it removes fear and charm effects or subdues them for a moment.
Yeah.
Like that I remember. Make save the. All right. I will say that Luna and Dregnar cannot choose to fail right now because they're in a frightened state. So yeah, you can try to you can try to conjure that area, and you see Al, like the dust kind of kick up where Sej is focusing, and you see, like almost like lines start to draw this like sun like decal, and the glow is very subtle, and it's this warming kind of pleasant glow. And Dregnar, as you step into it, go ahead and give me a charisma save, and then as Loon steps into it, go ahead and give me a charisma save. Because since they're in this frightened state, they can't choose to fail a save.
I assume the rest of us are just auto choosing to fail.
But you guys are so far away.
Oh, is it that?
It's
60?
20 by 20. Yeah, and keep in mind, these guys are 300, 400 feet in front of you.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
They're, booking it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Dregnar, you step into it, and then that fear just kind of gets, like, lifted away with, like, a warm breeze. And you're still running, but, like, you're back to yourself. You're no longer afraid. And then Luna just kind of jumps, looks, and just runs up and is just like gets to Al and then starts to get like a protective stance, growling at this dead yak. All right, nice. You subsided the fear for now. Mark off the spell slot.
Will do.
Good use.
Yep, and you guys get closer. Right. So what's up? You guys just collided with each other as the rest of the group is still running after you guys.
Oh, we good now? We're good.
I think we're okay.
Good, because we got these guys coming up from behind us, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to corral us into more of their friends up ahead.
Our pit.
Well, we're here to fight anyway, just
Yeah, I'm
together
saying
this
maybe
time.
we either charge into them on ourselves so that we don't have to fight them all together, or we get
Well-
prepared.
Let's keep an eye on where we came from. Like, let's not lose track of where we came from, because we don't really know this area. So if they drive us out of the path that we were in, we can't find our way back. We can't just
I had
grab
good
some.
eyes on where we came from, I think. Elephants are really good naturally at finding where we came from, so I think I can retrack that. Regardless, Karos, Davis, please, this time with vigor. Before we get sidetracked again, and I'm gonna walk up to both of you if you're like close-ish together or when you get to me, and I'm
Sure.
gonna upcast protection from energy.
Toit.
Fire, I assume.
Yep.
Lightning.
Fire, and I'm gonna have to concentrate, and it's up to an hour unless I break concentration.
Yep.
Fire resistance.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Fire resistance for Karos and Davis. Go ahead and put a brain on your token if you'd be so kind,
Yep.
Sej. Yeah.
On it.
Why is it not typing? Yeah.
Fire shield for me.
All right. You guys have a little bit of time right now, as you guys have made it. They don't seem to be like advancing or approaching too quickly. They're just, off to the distance.
Can
Also,
I,
do we need to maintain calm emotions to keep it away, or
Um,
is
don't
it
know.
discordant howl as a one instance type of deal?
Right now, you don't know how it works, but I would say after that initial, gathering, it hasn't been that minute yet, right? Because it lasts for a minute.
It requires concentration, is
Okay.
why I'm asking, and I just switched concentration to
Gotcha.
this, if that's the case.
It seems like they're okay at the time.
Okay. That answers my question then.
Do we,
Loon is kind of.
when you say we have some time, do we 10 minutes?
You don't know. The situation is you have packs of creatures flanking you.
Yeah,
off
more
to the distance
eyes are
throughout-
appearing around us right now.
I'll just quickly yell at Rock Classic. If it's just one of those things that you can just interrupt and not burn a thing, or actually, out of character, I forget. Do you burn it if you start the ritual, or only if you complete it?
I have to. It's not a ritual. It's a spell.
Then
Okay.
once you start, yes, the ritual allows you to go up to the tent and not burn it because it's ritually casting. Like
Okay.
you never burn with a ritual.
Right.
I'm
That's
gonna-
right. That's right.
I'm going to
But-
attempt anyways to get
Okay.
a tower for.
But casting a
Weapon.
ritual counts as essentially concentration too. So if somebody was already
yeah.
concentrating on something.
Yeah.
So just yeah, I will attempt to try to get a tower up.
Okay.
We can hide and stay safe and.
Right. So you see Rock kind of flip his tome and it starts to kind of float up before him as he's starting to like craft the ground around you. And you see the outline of the tower to start to naturally etch itself.
It's like, can you make it look like a magma rock thing? Maybe confuse those things.
Maybe
And
And I'll
we'll
just
kinda
point. I'll
play
just
that-
point to the mountain and be like that.
I should be able to. I
Yeah,
think.
you can make it match like the story.
Yeah.
I allow it to kind of match the terrain you're in because like remember when you made it in the back closer to Green Hill, it kind of matched the surrounding area. So yeah, absolutely. But you do see like as he's muttering and focusing, and the hellhounds are kind of off to the distance. You see like the lines just start to draw and then start to get deeper and start scratching. You guys have about 9 minutes. What are you guys doing as you're kind of gathered around this yak corpse?
Is Loon still growling at the yak corpse?
She did for they did for a moment, and now they're just kind of off to the just keeping a defensive, protecting out.
Hmm.
I want to check that corpse.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Real quick, when I get closer, we're gonna throw out 5 minutes. I want to hand out inspirations, but not until then.
Understood. Okay. Yeah, Karos. This thing has been dead for a while. It's mostly just like I said, just bones. Some of the bones are even missing and not on, and you see like there's like charring to the bones, almost where bite marks are.
Mhm.
However, there is a satchel that is kind of underneath one of the flaps, and you kind of see it. It's basically this poncho-looking thing is like like a saddle blanket, and then on it there was some pouches. In the pouch, you in the pouches you see three different types of vials of various types, and there's a ring that a metal ring that seems to have like a two fists kind of coming together like this. Yeah, I'll start pulling. You don't know what they are, but that's what you get. So 3 potions and a one type of ring. And there's also a, a, a what do you call it? A missive, like a scroll that's been that the seal has been broken on it. That's fairly easy to open if that's what you wish to do.
Yeah, I'll kind of motion to everybody to be like, I found some things. Anybody recognize these vials? If somebody wants to look at the vials and then I'll like to see if it's like ichor or if it looks like it's supposed to be a potion of some kind, and then I'll read
Yeah.
the scroll.
So one of the
Or try to
flasks
read
that he
the scroll.
shows, one of the flasks that he shows is it's kind of like it's a fluid is of like synth colors ranging from deep blues, aquas, silvers, and whites, and it's in a round glass flask.
I'm taking off my pants.
The other one, sorry guys, just got to make sure I pull everything up. The other one, if I recall right, is like a neon yellow and fuchsia color. Let's make sure I get this one open. Yeah, so it's a swirling. It's a swirling liquid of plum and neon yellow. held within and it's supposed to be a glass vial. Glass vial. And then the last one, if I recall, is like a brown color. So let me check.
CJ.
CJ, mute yourself, damn it.
Oh, sorry, guys.
No,
He's
you're
fine
good.
to me.
That's funny. That's fine. Yeah, and the other one that you see is a vial that it's a potion, and it seems to it settles in 3 distinct layers: one brown, one silver, one gray, as well as the ring with the 2 fists kind of coming together, and then the vellum parchment. And as you kind of open it, Karos, the outside of it it has a symbol. Go ahead and roll me a history check to see if you recognize the symbol, Karos.
History.
Yes, please.
Not bad.
Damn.
You feel like you've seen it. It's not one for one of anything that you recognize, but it does remind you of where is this? An organization that is known that you've heard of called the Unveilers. Um, it looks similar to their symbol. And then when you actually look at the riding saddle, some of the tassels that were on it, or not the saddle, but the blanket, they seem to have like embroidered the symbol as well. You just know that the Unveilers are individuals that are determined to unveil the truths of history, and they seek to spread knowledge as a truth and uh, get rid of falsehoods. Essentially, that's kind of your basic understanding of them. They are very much an seekers of truth. Put that way.
Okay.
Um, the parchment is written in common, easy enough to read. It is um, its instructions. It says, as you're reading through it, venture to the choking mountain. Atop that, there will be the hound master waits. Confirm that the tale is true. Do what you can to seal the gate.
Did you
I
say confirm
will.
it's true? Is that what you said?
Confirm it's true.
True. Okay.
I will
Do
convey
what you
said
can to seal
knowledge
the gate. Yeah.
to the
So
team, as it seems relevant.
and then it's signed. Um, the signature, it's headmaster, and it's kind of smeared out. Unfortunately. And then you see on the top, it's actually addressed to an individual, and it's to Davis. Knight Davis. Sorry.
Night doves. I
If,
wonder if they have any
Is there a way
relation
to
to
spell
Day
it
Davis.
that is specifically Davis instead of Davis?
oh, Davus. Not ISUS. Davus.
US. Thank you.
Yeah. DA.
Maybe an H in there or something.
Sure, if you want to put an H in there, it's fantasy writing.
Ooh,
But yeah,
I
it's
like it.
listed out to Knight Davus, and it's yeah, to the Houndmaster waits. Confirm this to be true. If so, do what you can to seal the gates.
Close the gates.
Yeah. Yeah. So as
Seems
he's
like
reading it,
Perhaps we accidentally finish this unfortunate adventurer's quest for them. Huh? That'd be pretty funny.
The whole time I'm trying to like look for good spots to hide for an ambush potentially, because if they come to feed on this thing instead, or if they come to look for us, can't find us, but this is here for them to maybe feed on, again for some
well,
of
it's
them.
like bones. It seems like they are already fed on it, right?
there's so little. Not yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's charred bones at this point.
I'm like looking at the dogs and like just conversing with allies. So what do you think the chances are we fight them here, I guess, or are we going to be taken to their Maybe Hound Master there's no talks of.
I don't think these things take prisoners. At best, they would incapacitate us, and Houndmaster would come here.
We don't
5
get
minutes,
even
Al.
chewed up first. Well,
Are you
perfect thing to say
setting out?
before hyping up
If we
everybody.
make our... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I
Keep going.
thought you were
I'm
Al
sorry.
actually just to let him know that when like roughly 5 minutes clicked. So
Oh,
5 minutes, Al.
You want to do inspirations or something, right?
Yeah, but I'll do a little speech after in a minute.
okay. Well, I'm gonna if we're to make our stand here, then I guess I'll best be most ready, and I'm gonna Guardian of Faith in our like corner here,
Sure.
like
Yep.
here-ish.
No concentration, I hope.
Nope, it's no concentration.
Nope. It's
Yay.
set it and forget it.
Guardian of Faith.
I marked off the spell slot.
Cool. So yeah, you see as Rock is continuing to focus and butter that the ground is starting to shift and lift, and you kind of see the dust starting to settle and start to make like the outline of the two-story tower, but it, is very much not set in place yet. The hounds, you hear them howling. Still none truly approach. Just...
I will say the longer we wait, the more they can get the rest of their friends around us. How's it going, Rock?
Couple more minutes, guys. Just do what you're doing.
Right.
You got
So
this.
as you guys, go ahead. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Go. Sorry.
You got this, Rock. Did this before. We've all done this before. We've been through worse. Come on. Davis, Karis, you got damn dragon scales going on right now. I think worst comes to worst, we can take them on. I've got a big boom at the beginning. Y'all too. Sedge makes you powerful. Brother of the Sun makes you powerful. Actually, Davis, do you still have the potion? I think
Oh,
Dregnar could use some dragon scales as
yeah.
well.
Here,
if you
buddy.
know what I mean.
And I'll toss the potion to Dregnar. The fire resistance.
As you toss it over to Dregnar, you kind of catch it. You guys see that Dregnar's fingernails are elongated. His hands are furrier than normal. Some of his eyebrows are much more bushy.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's. I don't even know if he understands this right now, but he's gonna get pretty nasty here in a bit. Remember?
Ooh. Hey,
Hmm.
Dregnar, how you doing? You want some more power?
I'm gonna look at the potion and go, won't work.
Strong,
Yeah,
like
that's right.
stone. Oh,
You can't mix potions, y'all. Or you could try. Something
Yeah,
bad
bad
might
effects.
happen.
Gonna
I
have
trust
a
him.
bad
He
time.
knows what he's talking about.
Mama said don't mix your potions.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we
I
got
gotta
this. We got the
feral.
+1 with Loon. We got an obstacle with this yak. We got plenty to work with. We got the high ground coming up the mountain. Good call, Dregnar. I like it.
All right.
Yeah, I would kind of position casters in the middle type thing. I would say.
Sedge, Rock, I need your help every now and then. Somebody's got to check behind us. Just double check. I think we're good, but you never know. And you see anything? Scream, holler, loud, make it super known.
Well, so as you guys are, as you guys are discussing, Rock, is the yak inside the tower or is it outside?
Ooh, cornerstone.
Mantelpiece.
Where is it?
Would have seen no reason to put bones inside it.
Okay, I was just curious. Yeah. So as
Yeah.
you start to see it, and you guys are starting to gather, you see the dust begin to like settle and harden, and as Rock's tower forms, and y'all are able to go inside if you wish. And the Guardian of Faith just standing ever vigilant outside the door, and the yak corpse off to the side.
Yeah, I'm running up to the second floor and keeping watch from up top.
Very well.
Yeah,
Does
spell
this
swing.
Rock, does this thing have, or CJ, does this thing have windows?
No, it's running
Yeah,
Linux.
You can,
floor would.
Yeah.
What did I had like my study up there.
but you can Yeah. If you're doing your default, is you have your study and then you have your swimming pool. I will say you're not able to conjure water here. Ain't no water here. So your swimming pool is just an empty bowl.
Well, just saying because we could, if it's on the second floor, tactical advantage firing down.
Yeah, that's why that's part of the so.
Nothing. Rock, this doesn't have any sort of magical deterrent from enemies entering, right?
Nope.
It's just a building. Okay.
Just a building. But
You
I
can
don't think dogs know how to open doors.
Now,
Each space is
But
about
they-
100 square is about 100 feet. So it's fairly large. You guys can kind of spread out. 20-foot tall, 100 feet each floor. So
what's the diameter of the tower?
It's 10 feet tall, 100 square feet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
100 square feet and 10 feet tall.
Al, what if you cast the dome in front of the door?
Al's gonna disguise self a mustache on himself, a dad stash.
A
He's
dad stash. Okay.
and that's a
Would that work?
hell of an idea. We've got a dang fortress. We got choke point. I think adding something else to it up front that would be a great idea.
Well, that
this in
would
the bag,
that wouldn't allow them to come to the door, right? They'd have to break through the wall.
especially if I have the doors meeting each other. No entrance, no exit. See what happens. I like it.
Okay. So Al, you start. Are you ritually casting or just casting it?
I got spells. We're gonna throw it out.
Yeah, you just see Al just start singing and throw it down, and
There ain't
his
no place
voice.
like home.
Yeah, his voice coalesces and the dome forms in front of the doorway, reducing the amount of space that you have at the front or at the bottom floor. But hey, you're there. And Rock, as you said, you can kind of form it as you wish. So like the bottom could just be the door, and then no windows, and it could be solid walls. Up above, you can have windows and archery slits and whatnot as you wish.
Yeah, there'd be
wanna
like
get-
balconies on each side.
Gotcha.
People can stand on.
Actually, I want to get a Dregnar's opinion. I was imagining it where the HUD is on the outside, but the doors are touching or possibly even intersecting.
Yeah, but the HUD is just a dome.
hmm
So it doesn't really have a door just on. But the only thing is, you got to remember, if you put it outside, you have to be outside.
Yeah,
That's
you
really
have to
okay.
be inside the dome. Remember.
Thank you for the reminder. That's probably the most important piece. Okay, it's gonna be inside.
I
Yeah.
get it, but it can't. It can't. He can't
No
materialize
intersection.
it through a door itself, right? The door's not big enough. I'm not going to allow him to like put the dome and then lead it bleed through. That's already obnoxious as it is. He can put it where one edge is blocking
Okay.
the doorway.
Then we'll go for that. We'll be inside. It'll be as close to the actual door as it can be.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'll allow that. So you have a magical barrier that, like, if they want to go through the front door. So with the tower, with the dome, with all of y'all inside, the Sej's light and stand, warrior standing outside with shield and spear ready to defend. 5 minutes passes, and you just see.
Clarification, if I can.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to give my inspiration to the 3 melee fighters: Dregnar, Davis, Karos.
Okay.
And I'll
I'm
maintain
actually gonna
you
give
for
you
later.
individual wolves.
Oh, I thought those were packed.
Yeah,
together.
there's
Oh shit!
700.
1,000.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I
guys, we had a good run.
I did say hound master. No, pack master.
You can have
They'll
it. You can
coalesce and transform into big.
Yeah.
Mega
You'll
hound.
see. Yeah,
Mega
you'll
hound.
see that they start to, patrol, gather, like off to the distance. You'll start to see like the individual like the individual blobs become individual hellhounds.
Hey, are any of them within 150?
Sure, they are cautiously surrounding you right now.
I am going to try to knock a tooth out of a hellhound with.
With what?
But go throw a rock at it with catapult. See if we can knock a tooth out.
Sure, go ahead. I will roll. It rolls a 6.
Yeah, so it will fail its save.
Yes.
And I'm aiming at a tooth if I can. While I aim catapult.
That's fine.
And 10 damage.
10. All right. So you see one that like it starts to venture closer, and then you from the top of your tower, and it goes smacks in the face, and it just kind of whimpers off. It's like and starts heading back, and then you see like all of them start to approach, and they don't cross that distance, roughly, and they
Smart
start.
buggers, aren't they?
Yeah, I didn't get a tooth, but I hit one of them in the face. I don't think he liked it.
We don't need a tooth. We need the whole skull, right?
Oh, I thought we needed a tooth.
Whole skull.
Attached to a skull.
Oh. Well, good thing I didn't break a tooth off. Would have been a waste. Good skull.
Still
Al
get
holds up a notebook and yells, I wrote down fangs, and he throws a notebook.
it.
I was wrong.
My notes just said tooth too.
I had
10
fangs
minutes.
somewhere as well, but I do also remember skull.
Yeah. So 10 minutes will pass. 20 minutes will pass, and they're just circling.
Like, so, I mean, are we just gonna try and wait them out? We can't stay in here forever, right? This goes away after a couple of hours.
Hey, Davis, challenge their leader.
I don't think they speak. Do they speak? And I'll look at Sej and Al.
With a
Loon.
shrug.
Challenge their leader.
Wait, Dregnar can talk to them. Dregnar's got to talk to animals.
They're not beasts.
As he says, like super gruffly, and like
Yeah.
his teeth are like more fang-like. He's looking like Berserker Wolverine. I did not expect you guys to hunker down like this. This is interesting to me. I'm like looking at their stats. I'm like, what are these guys gonna do? What are they gonna do? You get the sense just by how they're acting that they are a lot smarter than your average beast.
Oh yeah, I got that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like they're just gonna try and either wait us out or they're waiting for more reinforcements, but I can't imagine they need more than this, and they'll just like gesture out there wildly.
Maybe they're just waiting for us to stir the bee's nest. Throw something their way.
Yeah,
They
hopefully.
certainly can't respond in spellfire. I wouldn't think so, at least. I haven't seen them cast spells or anything, so I don't know what they have.
I don't know.
Can I see?
They made me
Can I
afraid.
see any of them that are like bigger than the others? Is there like
give
a?
me- Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
Oh, master,
Okay.
perhaps.
I'll give you advantage.
Oh yeah.
You're looking for ones that are larger. They are various sizes. But not in the point of like where one is just massively dwarfing over another one. You see like they like hounds that lope, and around them there's like this black smoke that seems to follow. The flames made by their unearthly howls as you see them like open their wolf-like jaw, and sometimes you see them howl, and there's actually like you can see visible heat coming out as their chest expands, and as they're pressing out the air, a little bit of puffs of flames come out. There's like black bristles of fur covered in like soot and dust. Their bodies are a little bit more stocky than a wolf's, but their legs, it's weird. Like their body itself is more dense and thick. Their legs are long like a wolf's, and they have rather large, like talon-like claws, more than your typical like wolf's pads. And as you see, as you're looking at them, as you're looking out, they look back and they're studying you as like their deep, glowing red eyes are observing and watching you guys at the top. And some of them have like this, and it's almost like a grin on their face, confirming that they have intelligence.
I want to look at the group. I have an idea so they can't see us. And I reach in and pull out the ever smoking bottle.
Okay.
I mean, we're already in a tower.
But if we need to get out of here, just let me know that's the plan, because I can unstopper this and hold it out the window, and I can create a cloud that's really big for us to get the hell out of here.
Okay.
It's worth a shot. Unless everybody else has a better plan.
You mean like my fog cloud that I can cast at any point?
That too. I'm just saying.
Why not both?
no. Well,
I'm like
whatever.
looking at them from the top of the tower, and I'm. Hey, Davis, my issue with trying to poke them from here is that I think everything that I conjure up personally is also made of fire. So I think I should hold that thought.
Yeah, something tells me they're not going to be bothered.
I can't really hurt anything. I don't hurt things. I can do my dragon breath trick, and that's about it.
As I look at Rock and pick up a stone from the floor.
Okay, I mean, sorry about that. I mean, you didn't even hurt you. Done nice catch, by the way.
That was terrible. I mean, great job.
Yeah,
Good catch.
Have we tried talking to them? Can you talk to them? Anyway,
How?
That was my next step, but I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't know how.
Dregnar, you kind of look like one of them right now, and you run fast back in here. Go step outside and say hi to them.
I think I was kind of hoping for like a hound master, like humanoid, or somebody that could speak a language.
Is that what we think the Houndmaster is, and not just like a bigger version?
I look at Rock and go, out of everybody here, who's the one dying? And you want me to go out?
Yeah, kind of a dick move.
All right, I jumped down off the tower and
Okay.
No,
stepped.
hold on.
Whoa, wait.
I've already jumped.
No,
Out the window?
If he goes to jump, I will stop him.
I mean, like you don't really have the reaction to. He's
Sure, I do. I have alert.
okay.
that's a point.
It's a point. So you see, like Rock spring, and he's already like jumping. He's in the process of jumping because, like, it's boing. Like, okay, he hasn't left the tower, but he's got his staff out. And he's ready to jump. What are you gonna do?
Do I see him? Do I really see him do this? Okay.
He
so
said he's doing it. Yeah, I'm not stopping him.
I will move to him and bam, stunning blow.
Oh,
Okay.
Can I dodge that or something?
Sounds
Well,
like an
he's got
attack
to hit
roll.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
he's got to hit you. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
She's gonna
and
be stunned when he hits the ground.
He's in the process of jumping.
No. Well, you said he hadn't left.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. He's like getting ready.
Okay,
and You
okay.
see him like get down, and this is right about as he's starting to spring. The only reason you can get to him is because you move 50 feet where he doesn't.
Okay, so.
Not at advantage because you didn't count reckless.
Well, no. I have to do the math taking the proficiency away. 17 plus 7 is 24. Minus 4 is 20.
Rock. What's your
I can
20?
cast shield.
If you
Yep.
want to cast shield, you can.
Yep.
Okay.
As you go and you thud and you like it's a solid hit, and then you realize you hit his bubble and he leaps, lands.
I'm not like
Yeah.
going far away from the tower. I want
Yeah, you're like next to the.
Yeah.
I'll even imagine you like land next to the guardian, and like the bubble is right there, so you can step back in if you wanted
Yeah.
to. You're not dumb. You're reckless. You're not dumb.
Okay, so what I was like, well, that just happened. Hey, Sej, you still got another one of those holes, right?
Wait, are you gonna put him in a hole?
No, I was going to say, can you throw it out there and drop some of them in a hole? Maybe that'll freak them out and they'll leave.
Hold on up there, guys. Just like. Why are we gonna fight it?
You can't hear me. You're outside.
Can I hear him?
No, he's inside. And they're on the second floor. Like they're
Okay,
yelling.
I'm taking
Go
a
ahead.
few paces away from the thing then. While he's
Okay, that's
yelling.
fine. Yeah, so you're down there. You look back and you see your rust and dust colored tower, the guardian, and then you see the doorway is not closed, but you see the shell of Al's dome that's stopping the doorway. The sand and sun warrior, like it shifts, looks at you, then shifts back, and then you see some of the hounds start to kind of slowly kind of creep forward.
Hi, dog friends, hound friends. I'm just gonna rotate through my languages. Not that I think any of them would matter for hellhounds.
None of them matter.
Yeah. Hey, can we just like talk about things or like calm down, or do you have like a master or a hey, back up, stop it.
You say
I'm
back
gonna
up.
use thaumaturgy and just be like, stop, sit.
So as you do that, those of you who are in the tower, you will see that the other side is starting to move in. But go ahead. The ones that you see, Rock, that you're aware of, they stop. They.
I like to ready something if Rock opens the
Oh
door.
yeah, I mean, he's doing shit. So go for it.
I'm gonna like get down, like lower to the ground, kind
Okay.
of crouched, and I'm just gonna wave and just like seem peaceful and just
Okay.
hi.
Okay.
Are they all just growling and angry and?
Um. Okay. Yeah, they don't seem to be. You hear, because you're like head down, kind of being peaceful, keeping. You hear the scraping of their elongated claws on the ground as they're starting to walk. How close are you allowing them to get?
I don't want
Oh,
anything within 50 feet.
50 feet? Okay, then yeah, they're gonna break. The few that are like stopped are there, but the guys on the roof, you guys see the group is starting to encompass the other side, and they're starting to swarm to the back of Rock, kind of getting ready.
I'm just gonna make it clear. I kind of come on, I'll make it clear. Just kind of hold a hand up. And be like, I see all of you. I see you're all there. Hey Al, do you speak a language they might understand?
I might. Do I scream through the
Or
door? Do I
talk to
crack
them.
it?
I feel like they're smart enough to understand us.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
they're not immediately running in to eat my face, so they can't be stupid.
We'll give it a try. Cover your ears.
Okay.
And
Your
just
ears.
screaming at the door, I'm gonna thaumaturgy. In
Okay.
infernal, I'm gonna yell, take us to the hound master.
Um, you hear. Okay. Yeah, in Infernal. So yeah,
Yes.
you see one of them kind of leap forward and sits down.
Normal voice through the door. Did that do anything?
And
Did I
you
see that one sit
see
down?
you see the ones sit down. Anyone that's on the second floor, you see the ones that were approaching stop and sit down.
Al, do that again. They understood that.
Yeah.
Why am I down here? Al, come hang out with me.
I can't leave the bubble.
Yeah. Okay, well, just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. I'll do another thaumaturgy this time. We come in peace. We just want to speak to the hound master.
Again, they're sitting and they're growling. They don't seem to be communicating back, but they are responding in some way to your infernal tongue.
With a
What
question
is
mark
that?
at the end, I'm a thaumaturgy. Sit.
Simon
Infernal.
says it.
Oh.
Aren't they already sitting?
Some of them,
Down.
yeah.
Simon?
Some of them are sitting. As you say, sit condescendingly. A few of them leap forward and breathe out gouts of fire, not like actually at you, but snapping back at you.
They
About a
didn't like
dozen.
that.
Yeah.
Don't do that one.
Okay, I think I made him mad. Or that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Or you insulted them.
Maybe.
Never.
Yeah, you found the one language they understand.
Hmm. I can't ask him questions. Shit.
One paw, two paw.
Why
Yeah,
can't you ask
it's
some
a really,
questions?
for those of you that are on the top looking down, it's a really weird scene of 30 some hellhounds essentially stop and then just kind of are listening. Some of them sat down, but some of them are like leaning in and listening. And they are not, this is like the first time that they're not constantly like shifting positions. Like I know I didn't constantly move the tokens, but they were always just slightly like, circling and moving, kind of assessing the situation.
So
They've
is my
stopped.
guardian of faith at the door?
Yes, it's Guardian of Faith, door, edge of owls.
Hut.
Hut.
I'm gonna say Dregnar, I think you're right, and I'm gonna rip off the other pit. Throw it right under the Guardian of Faith at the door.
So the Guardian is gonna fall in the pit.
It stays. I think it's ephemeral, so I think it stays in position.
Floats.
Sure,
Let
I'll
me
allow it.
read it.
Yeah, check it, but yeah, that's
If
fine.
it says otherwise, I'll let you know.
My Guardian of Faith is a flying creature, obviously.
Yeah, it grew wings.
It's got purry wings.
I don't think it actually clarifies if it's anchored
Yeah,
anywhere.
a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in
Okay,
unoccupied
yeah.
space.
Okay,
Ah,
gotcha.
touche.
Okay, so
I keep
real quick,
thaumaturging. Go on, yeah.
yeah. So as you keep thaumaturging, the ones that are on top of it, you see them kind of stop and growl, and some of them are listening. There's that display of gouts when you tell them to sit because they snap back at you. Says you rip off your patch, mark it off, and delete it.
Yep.
Throw it down, and you hear the crumbling. As the crumbling happens, actually I'll let Sej roll. Roll me a d6, Sej. Five of them are going to leap towards Rock, not knowing what's going on, and get within 15 feet of him, and they're all going to unleash their Hellfire breaths on him. So Sej, Rock, I need you to roll me 5 dexterity saving throws, please.
For 75 d6 damage.
Want to be clear to everyone that I'm not
Not what? You cut out.
using any new dice.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Through that.
Let's see. He cut out because he was instantly incinerated.
Yeah, right?
See, I thought he was going to say, "I'm not going to survive this."
Woof.
And then he's gonna be like, "Stab me, Hellhound Daddy."
This is crispy rock day.
Fire Dagnar.
I've never had fried turtle before.
8, 8, 3, 12, 17.
Oh.
Okay, wait. How many of them? All right, roll them again. What is it? 8?
8, 3, 12, 17.
So that's 3. What? Okay, so 2 8s. 8, 8,
2
3.
8, 12, 17, 3.
You take 4 of these without save. You fail 4, save 1.
Ouch.
But this is fire, and you have your cloak, so this is half, 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 half.
Woo.
Okay, so you take 14 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7, and then the next one you take a quarter of, which is good.
Oh, thank God.
So, yeah.
14, 7.
Oh man.
12, 7,
Yeah, so
and
14
then
damage.
Another 7
Well,
for that. 'cause it's
like
quarter.
another 7. Yeah, quarter.
7.
7.
47 total, I think.
7
As
damage
they,
again.
so as they leap forward, you see that their chests swell, that burning ember, like you see the outline of their ribs and it cracks, and the crack goes like all the way down to like where their navel would be, and they just and licking red orange flames just engulf you as you're kind of down. Your
Yeah,
cloak billowing up, kind of protecting you. Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna jump on the tower, but I want to see what they do. I'm gonna put myself in a ball for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
All right.
They're
these
dogs,
aren't-
right?
Have you ever seen dogs with hamster balls? Just saying.
Well,
God, I hope they just push the ball into the pit.
Ball in
no,
the cup.
no, not.
Okay,
not,
wait. Now
not
I actually gotta
'cause
do
wanna
size. I have to do size correctly. All right. So if you're a medium creature and you got your back to a wall, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess like that they could get you because then your back is here and the guardians. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 of them get to attack you. Got it. So
Wait, what?
are you withdrawn?
No,
Are you like
no, he's
withdrawn?
casting the
I'm casting the
invulnerable
here. I'm in a
sphere.
ball.
Oh, you're in.
Oh, it
Oh, I
looks resilient.
misunderstood. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like you're tucking in.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
no, I
shell
just
tuck.
died. Not that dumb.
He's not Sanic, the hedgehagging.
Okay. I'm sorry. Like I legit understood you as a broop.
No, no,
You happened.
that would be horrible. Then I'd just be eaten.
Episode 1 strats.
All right, there you go. Sorry. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, you concentration, right? So put a brain on yourself, please.
Okay, and I'm just yelling at them now. You God, what the hell? I was from your friend. That was mean. Bad dogs. Bad. Ow!
Does sound
Tell
me
leave
to
the
go away.
sphere.
I'm definitely gonna start talking a lot faster and infernal. Just like,
I'm gonna.
whoa, I don't know what happened. Everybody, calm down. Nobody wants
Alright.
to hurt anybody.
What's going to happen is as you're saying this, and he's in the sphere, they're going to start charging and rushing the ball. They're going to bounce off because they don't know what's happening. This one will fall into the pit. This one will fall into the pit. But they are starting to just go after the ball. Is it is it strength to push it? Rock?
Seriously. Large enough
Because
to
they're not
contain-
going to willingly push it, but they're going to impact it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
It just says the globe can be moved by other creatures.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean,
all right. They're not intentionally trying to move it, but you're going to start feeling it start to kind of move and roll as they're coming in and impacting it. The ones that were sitting like off to the side, they're starting to get agitated again and start moving. Al, go. Good luck. You're going to have to start rolling some checks to convince these guys now.
And
Okay.
point of order, Raka's yelling, but nobody is hearing anything because I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you
sure
just-
sound doesn't come out of the sphere.
it says no physical objects, energy, or other spell effect.
Yeah, sound can
It
make
says nothing, not physical objects,
does-
energy, or other spell effects.
Is sound a physical object?
I mean,
Like
it's
there's
a perturbation of the air, right?
medium?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Well, I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm just
Or a vacuum.
You're
Yeah.
yelling, you stupid, and you see it as they
Yeah.
they leap up and Rock. It's a magical bubble, but you swear you hear as their teeth impact. You hear like the sizzling, like you hear the sizzling of their maw bite into the bubble, and then they
This
rip
was a
off.
really bad plan. What am I doing? Help!
Yeah, I'm running down at this point.
Okay, second floor or first
Ad-
floor.
Adam, I had said earlier in chat that I was down there. I don't know if you saw it before.
Oh,
you
okay.
rolled the
Oh,
damage.
yeah. Okay, so you're down there.
Because I'm
I guess-
assuming we can be in the hut, and the dogs can't get to us from what we know about the hut, and we're looking at rock get bounced around
Yeah,
like
just outside.
a pinball machine.
Says
Yeah.
the guardian right in front of the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So there's
so-
a guardian, there's a
It's-
hole
Yes.
in front of the door, and then we also have the bubble.
Yeah, and like keep okay, so size compared. These things are medium creatures. I have y'all bigger for the time being. Like you guys should be like this. If that makes sense, right?
No.
They're roughly the same as y'all. There you go. And then the guardian is over the pit. There's a pit, you know. So here you go. And the wolf, I think your wolf is actually large. Your wolf is big, better than these things.
Because whenever Davis comes down, I'll go, hey, we can do hit and run. They can't get through the bubble.
I like it. Or you want me to I'll stand just outside the bubble, and then when you're kind of doing the run part, I'll make sure they don't get to you.
Oh yeah, you got that. Stop them.
Yeah, I can just stop them in their tracks, baby.
All right.
Okay.
So as you guys are discussing this, Al, you were saying something?
I guess it didn't matter too much with the bubble, but I rolled a 1d2. In Infernal, I'm gonna yell to Rock like, "You okay? What are you doing? Get back in here! Come on! Come on! Get back in
Oh, okay. Like you translate it. Okay.
Whoever got the
And then you
chain.
see another like 2 or 3, like they're just rushing, and then a few of them get up next to the orb again, and then no effect through the sphere. Okay, go ahead. Who's doing what? Who's popping out? Who's doing what? Because
Well, I know Davis and I had a plan. Anybody else have a plan?
I dramaturgy a couple things back at the Hellhounds.
Guys.
Just like a
guys,
She's
you gotta
gonna
please, what are you
take
doing?
some,
Come on.
Come on,
take
guys,
some
we're friends.
longbow shots.
Everybody just sit
off
down,
of
have
the
a cup of
top.
tea.
go Go ahead and roll
No,
me some bow shots. You have plenty of targets. They are
I'll
not
throw out
hiding.
a nobody wants to hurt anybody, and then those ring out.
The 15 strikes one of them.
Nice.
All right, I'll say a shot at the ones that slammed into the ball.
Okay, gotcha. I'll mark one of them for you. Yep. So you plink one of them, and it kind of leaps back. And as the arrow begins being unlet, you can unleash like a few more arrows if you want, just kind of peppering them down.
I'm gonna
Dave,
I'm gonna load. See that? I'm gonna see him launch a couple arrows, and I'm gonna load my light crossbow.
okay. Go ahead and roll me 3 sets of damage then, Sej.
Three
Okay.
sets of damage without hit
No,
DC.
no, sorry. 3 sets of attacks. 3 attacks.
Oh, okay. I
Just
use
kind of
D&D Beyond.
Yep. Kind of giving you all the
Ooh.
chance to get some arrows in while your friends are rushing down. So as like some arrows are starting to pelt and bolts are starting to fly, you'll see that they're going to start, getting back to a distance. A few of them are 20 feet stuck in the pit, starting to scrape up and doing, raking at it, but not able to get out at the time. They're going to be trying to climb their way out. Al, you're calling out to them. All right, that's 3 hits, Sej. Go ahead and roll me damages.
Yeah, you got a crit too.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, so roll me your crit, and then roll me 2 other sets of damage.
Ooh, the crit is not that flashy. Wow.
Well, keep in mind, you do the D8 radiant, you do the D8 crossbow, or the whatever the crossbow is, right? So that's already 14.
16.
I think you said hand crossbow. That's 6.
Oh,
D6.
okay.
Sorry, yeah.
He's rolling for a light crossbow. So.
Yeah,
Oh, light. So I think
it's a
that's
light
8.
crossbow.
Yeah, that's 8. And actually, since I'm letting him,
3, 6 for regular damage.
okay.
The
Are you
first
shooting?
one with the 3 was a crit, so it'd
Are you
be
shooting all of them, or all of them at one, or are you shooting just random shots at different ones?
just random shots. I'm like not quick
Cool.
firing them, but like loading
I
and
got you.
taking aim.
All right, cool. I got you. So 3, 3, and then you said the 3 was a crit, so I'll add the damage for the crit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da,
And what's the roll for the radiant damage on top? I don't remember that. I just rolled regular damage.
Oh,
Or is it
D8 on all,
included on D&D Beyond?
it's D8 on all of them. I don't
Oh,
think it's
then it's
included.
already applied then, I think.
No, that's just the
Oh,
weapon damage.
that's weapon. You need to roll it separate.
So it'd be 2d8 plus 1 for every hit.
So that one would be plus 6 minus 16 on that one.
2d8 per hit.
Well, just
We've already
roll me
rolled the
2.
d. Yeah.
Roll me 2 more sets of D8s, please. Just D8 and D8. That's all I need. And we'll be good, because I'll be able to mark the damage. Cool. So another one took 2 more damage, and another one took 10 more damage. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Perfect. So yeah, as you see, like arrows and bolts being kind of launched off from the top for your 2 compatriots, Rock, the wolves, I'm gonna keep calling them the hellhounds, start to like step back and start looking up, and then start making more of a distance, kind of getting away. Al, you're calling out to them. Dregnar and Davis, you're making this plan to kind of step out, and as you do, you see the 2 that were in the pit start digging their way out, start getting out, because they
How
actually
high is
have
the
a decent
pit?
20 feet.
8. Okay.
So
That
these
guardian is
guys, these
holding
2,
When
yeah,
well,
they fell.
while they're sorry.
Go ahead. I just was gonna say the Guardian did strike these 2 that fell into the pit, so they
So
are
they're coming
somewhat
up on the pit on our side of the pit.
no, they're leaving. They're
Oh, they're
getting
going
away
out.
from the
Okay,
ball.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When they try to scramble out, can I try to roll my ball?
Oh god. So you're going all the way around the pit to go hit him?
Yeah, I can roll my ball.
Sure.
I don't know what the mechanics of that would be.
You would try to make them
It's just half your
squeeze, so it
speed, I
takes.
think.
Yeah, and it would take
Have
them
you ever
more
seen
movement.
Super Monkey Ball?
Yes. Very
Have you
good.
seen Katamari?
Very good speed running. So yeah, you'll kind of
Except
shift.
inside.
You'll shift, be cautious, and then as you kind of go to like impede them, I guess that makes them have to. Okay, so one of them makes it out. The other one is on its way out. It's like you actually slow it down. Like it bumps into you, and you see that its claws are like in the ground, and it's pulling itself up, climbing out of this pit. But you've slowed one of them down. All right, you guys get another turn as they're just seeming to back up because they're being pelted with arrows, and people are starting to attack them. And they are not stupid.
I'd be like, Rock, get back in here. And except I
Is the door open?
don't
now?
think he can hear me.
He can't hear you. Yeah. The door. The friends were gonna.
Yeah,
slip
Davis.
through,
I mean,
so.
sorry, Dregnar and Davis are, right on the edge.
So, yeah.
Um,
The door has never been closed because of the bubble.
I'm in a monkey.
You're in a monkey.
bubble, the hut? Tiny
Yeah,
hut?
the hut.
Gotcha. Okay, shit.
The tiny hut is acting as the door.
Okay.
So you're technically like out. It's not perfectly drawn yet. You're like back here, and they're in here because there's you have to be in the middle of the hut.
Mhm.
So
I
go
got
like
it now.
this. Yep. Karos and Sej, if you want, y'all can release Sej 1 more arrow, Karos 2 more arrows before anything happens. Sej, what is the range on your crossbow?
80 feet to 320.
So give me your attack rolls at disadvantage, Sej, because they are definitely backing up further than 80 feet. One
Okay.
hit, Karos. All right, 13 to a random guy. Done.
Adam,
Mhm.
the one that's just north of Rock, how far away from me is he? About 20 foot?
There's a pit in there, so it's 20-foot wide pit, and he's on the edge of it, scraping up. So yeah, about 20 or so feet.
So then I will take out 3 Sojas.
Okay.
I'm going to reckless attack, and I'm just going to launch all 3 at him.
Okay.
Not
Remember,
Sojas,
no.
sorry. Not
Stars?
my,
I know what you mean.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no proficiency.
Yep.
Because of the curse. Saj, roll me 2d8 plus. What is it? 1 for his crossbow. Yeah, 2d8 plus 1. And correct me, the guardian does 20 damage per hit, right? Yeah, 20 damage
Let me
per hit.
click
Okay,
it.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right. Go. It's done 40 damage so far.
Nice. And it disappears at 60? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Dregnar, you're 3, or at least 2, and then if your bonus action throwing another one, go for it.
21.
Okay.
And then higher, if 21 hits.
Yeah.
That's without your proficiency?
Yeah, that's what I have a +7, and I rolled a 17.
Shit.
All right. So
It'd be 20.
Yeah,
No, because, yeah, 20. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. 20.
20 hit.
And then I had a 21. And then now I got a 17.
All right. All 3 hit. Go
Damn.
ahead and
Okay.
roll.
So I get
No.
I get shadow damage.
No, you don't, because you're not backing at advantage, and Rock is not threatening.
Yeah, I am. I have reckless attack.
You didn't say.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. I thought
I didn't hear you say. Okay, that's fine. All right. Go ahead.
first attack is 17, 20.
Okay, it's still standing.
Sorry, actually 20 plus 3, so 23.
Still standing.
And then 6. And then 7.
Okay. So this is where it's fun because these are things that are fiends. Cool. All right. So as Rock is kind of rolling over to impede it, and I really should have given it more AC because it was in a fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. It's in a pit, probably, but whatever. Yeah. You get your darts or stars and it into the back of the hellhound as it's kind of scraping its way out, and it like falls limp and slides back into the pit. So you got 1 dead pit hellhound.
Okay, guys, mission accomplished. Let's get out of here.
I don't think. Do you have time to go get Skull?
My turn's over, so that'd be your job.
I can't get down there fast enough to get it and get back up just like you could.
Can I, since I'm in the ball and he's not killed it, can I wait? I don't think. Can I carry a hellhound? How big is a hellhound?
It's a medium
Like
creature.
Medium-sized
It's a
creature.
medium. It's a really big, really big dog.
Really big dog. I mean, a rock can lift a big dog. Should be able
Also,
to-
really warm.
Can I drop my ball so that I fall into the pit with the dead hound?
It is a 20-foot drop, so you are going to need to roll me a deck save.
I float with the cape.
Very well. You float down with the cape.
Float gently into there. I want to wrap my arms around and then go poof and misty step. Oh, it's 20 feet down there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm stuck in a pit with a dead hellhound.
So you're
I will
Isn't
need
it 30 feet?
Yeah, my misty isn't misty step 15 feet? Oh no, it's 30 feet. Okay,
30
I
feet.
will misty step
Oh.
out and into the bubble if I can. Oh, but I have to see it. I'll just misty step to the rim of the pit to get out of the pit while I'm holding onto the dog. Hound.
Okay.
Pit ram.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
just try to run into the bubble. Or slowly shuffle into the bubble with the dog.
Sure.
Yeah, if I can run out there and help him pull it in.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to leap down, scoop it, or fall down. Sorry. Then, bamf up, mark off your spell slot, and then Davis and you kind of drag it in. You guys have one smoldering hot hellhound corpse.
See, easy.
Easy peasy. Now we just need to use the magic of our collective group to teleport us to safety, and we're fine. You can all do that, right?
You say teleport. I look.
Yeah, we have plane
Actually,
shift, right?
I'm still on the second floor, so even if I said that, it wouldn't have.
Hey, Al,
Keep an eyes on all these hellish hounds.
tell them we got what we wanted and they can all go away. We'll kill all of them.
In Infernal, I'm a tell Rock. What the hell are you doing with the bubble? I swear. Jeez. Ah. I'm gonna walk to the edge of the hut, pull out the whip, and I will thaumaturgy just outwards. Do I stress the point?
I mean,
Decision making 101.
killed a hellhound. So have fun with what you're about to deal with.
Okay. I'm a thaumaturgy in Infernal. Leave, or we will ash the field with your bodies, and I will crack the whip at the end.
When the whip cracks, I'm gonna add a little like ground tremor.
Sure.
Just
Go ahead and give me an intimidation. I'll give you with advantage. No, they're pissed off. That little ground crack doesn't give you advantage. Just cancels
wait,
out.
I have portents still. Did we didn't sleep at all, right?
No.
We have not.
No.
We did a short rest, that's it.
Al, you get an 18.
Oh.
All right. What's your
plus
intimidation? 25. All right. So as you kind of crack the whip, you'll see it. And you'll see as you're looking out from what vantage point you have that the hellhounds are starting to start to turn and keep a distance and back off a bit further. Some of them seem to, as the next 10-15 minutes pass, to venture away. But some of them for sure stay.
Oh,
But at a much
easy.
further distance.
Hey,
Nice.
Sedge friend.
Yeah.
You heal things, right?
Oh, what happened to you? You look a little cooked.
Yeah, I got crispy fried, but they didn't listen to me. And then Al said something, and they were sitting nicely, and then Al said something else, and then they tried to eat me. Al, you didn't tell them to eat me, did you?
In Infernal. I keep rolling back.
That was not
I'm gonna upcast level 3 cure wounds and touch you right on the shoulder, but I'm a little winded myself, so I'm like tiredly like giving you the warm touch of a cure wounds. Let me roll it. 25.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
thank you, buddy. That's
Nice.
amazing.
Mark off that spell slot.
Already done.
Nice. All right.
We're cooking some spell slots tonight.
That's fine. That's what they're for.
Oh, yeah.
So, as time progresses, 15 minutes afterwards, they've kind of dispersed. You see some of them are kind of venturing off, and some of them seem to kind of disappear amongst the stones and the boulders. But you get the sense that they're still there. From time to time, you hear, but again, more gritty and more like it grinds at your bones every time you hear it.
I don't think they're gonna forget that we just killed one of their pack.
Let them know if they
Probably.
try anything, we're gonna take down all the packs.
I mean, probably not. This is better
Plug it
than
to
being
cross.
grounded.
No, that's true.
Still, we need to try to find the best time to get out of here.
And this the best way to go undetected if possible.
So that
So that means we're not gonna try to seal the gate or whatever that thing
That's
said,
not our
right?
job. That was that guy's job. He failed.
I just kind of wanted the story. I don't know.
I mean,
So-
5 of them damn near turned me into a crispy turtle.
Yeah,
And
there's
there's a
like
lot more than 5 of them out there. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's hard to breathe here. Let's get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here.
My
Yeah.
sinuses.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a break because we've been playing for 11. It's not how I need to just stop having assumptions ever. I have maps unused and everything. It's all good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a break. Let's be back at 15 past the hour. Get some beverages, and we'll figure out how the menagerie are gonna get out of not even the choke because you guys technically didn't even get up there.
Oh shit.